Yeah.
All right.
Got the clap. Welcome to Livery Risk Show. We've got Kevin Macon, longtime friend of mine. Shit, I've known you 25 plus
25,
years.
30 years,
yeah. Shit, man. What can I say? Former, just retired San Diego police officer for, 30 years?
Just shy of 31.
God damn.
Retired in April. Beautiful.
Shit, man. Yeah, man. I've known you and your family for fucking ever. Went to your wedding. Shit, man. What can be said? You played football at STSU with Marshall Faulk. You went to high school right down the street.
Yeah, went to high school
same
here in
place where
San
my
Diego.
kids go.
Yeah, went to Patrick Henry, and then a bunch of us that year. San Diego State actually won the WAC championship that year. So instead of leaving, a bunch of us, a lot of local guys stayed here. We figured if we can win championships, we'll stay here.
Yeah.
So, and my dad, he couldn't play any sports. My grandmother wouldn't let him play. So, so I stayed home so he could watch us play, and it was the best decision because that guy, after he got off work every day, he smoked cigars.
Yeah.
And every day you could see him at the end of the field. He never came down, but you could see the smoke from the cigars. And he came down to come watch.
Man.
Every day he was there. So
your dad was a fucking legend, man. You fucking rest in peace, Ernie. Such a fucking great guy, man.
Yeah, he was a good dude.
You were in the gang unit as well, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's going to be some interesting stories in there for sure.
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Cool.
Yeah, out of the nearly 31 years, 19 of it I was in the gang unit in some capacity. So I was a lifer there. It was a good assignment. If you're going to be in law enforcement, you want to chase bad guys, and what unit is better than being in that unit? So it was a good time.
I got a friend of mine on the East Coast that is it's been in a gang unit out there. He tells some stories. It's pretty wild, man. All right, I'm excited to dive in. This will be cool.
Well, hey, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And this is going to be a Coors Light episode.
Yes.
Since I know you're an avid Coors Light fan. And,
better than Bud Light.
Yeah, right. But let's dive right in. I know you grew up in Michigan.
I grew up in Jackson. My dad got a job out here working for the city schools, and grabbed all five of us, threw us in a van and a U-Haul. Took 4 days to drive out from Michigan to get out to San Diego. This godforsaken place with fences, and you actually collect trash.
Yeah, right.
Back there, we burned your trash. You didn't put it in these bins and all this stuff. Between every four houses, a big cinder block thing. You just took your trash out there and you burned it.
Yeah.
So all this collection and fences and all that stuff, it was a little foreign to us.
How old were you when you guys came out?
I was 10.
Okay. What did your dad? What prompted the move? Is it a job?
He was in the food. He was in the food service industry, and he got a job because he's working at the prison in Jackson. Working the cafeteria.
Prison,
yeah, I know. That's what I always tell him. I said he worked at the prison. He wasn't in the prison, but he did food service there. But he ended up getting a food service deal working for the city schools. And when he retired, he was running all the cafeterias in elementary, junior high, and high schools for the San Diego City schools. He was in charge of all that. And my mom was also in the food service stuff. And when she retired, she was running everything at San Diego State, all the cafeterias on campus. She was doing all that. But he got the job for the city schools, so he packed us up and brought us all out here.
So because you grew up literally in the same neighborhood that I live in now.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. San Carlos neighborhood in San Diego.
Just right around the corner from where you're at.
Yeah. Whenever your parents jumped in the car and shit, obviously you were 10, but did they come out and look at stuff? Did they know anybody out here? It was just a blind move.
No, it was just a blind move. The first house we lived in was actually over off of Lake Murray and Navajo.
Uh-huh.
Back behind there's a Ralph's that used to be there, that 24-hour fitness and all that stuff. Yeah, he lived we were just north of Grossmont College.
Okay.
And it was just a rental before he could find a house.
Oh, okay.
And then he ended up finding a house on Jackson Drive, and we thought that was the best because we came from Jackson, Michigan. So we thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah,
so,
there's a sign.
Yeah. So, he brought us all out here. The only shitty thing was my oldest sister, when we moved out here, she was going in her senior year.
Oh, high school?
Yeah. So,
that's a tough move, man.
Yeah, that's a tough move. Yeah. And so it sucked for her, but cool for us.
So you were excited to move from over there in the Midwest or Mideast to California. You're not excited.
I was not excited at all. I loved it in Michigan.
No
I mean, like I said, there's change of seasons like out here. I mean, we were just talking about the other day, seeing all the leaves and all that stuff. And me and my brothers are talking about how we used to rake up the leaves. It'd take 3 hours to rake up, we'd rake them all together. You jump in the pile of leaves. They go everywhere. You got to rake them back up. And it was just a cycle of doing the same thing all over. But we loved it. There's no fences in between houses, so you're running all over the place.
Yeah,
we used to have BB gun fights.
Old school America.
Amazing, you still got both your eyes.
I know. My older brother shot me. Yeah, my older brother shot me with his old Daisy a bunch of times.
Fuck, man.
And it was funny. A few years ago, I took my wife and kids back to do a show you where I'm from kind of deal. We did 10 cities in 8 days.
Damn.
But we went back to our old house, and I took him across the street where my older brother shot me with his old Daisy rifle. So, wasn't looking forward to moving out here. But once we got out here, you get used to it.
It's hard not to like San Diego.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was not having the snow and all that stuff.
Fear of the unknown.
It was we just didn't know. Mm-hmm. So, and the fences and all that stuff.
Yeah. So where do you fall in the pecking order? I know you got an older brother and an older sister.
I'm right in the middle. There's 5 of us, and I'm in the middle. I got an older sister, older brother, me, my younger brother, and my younger sister.
Nice.
So there's 5 of us.
That is fucking crazy.
That's a full pack, man.
Yeah. And your parents were married for, 62
years before.
God damn.
Before he passed this past February. Be a year next February 23rd. It'll be a year.
Yeah.
He left us. But he was a dude. He was 86. So long life.
Yeah, it's a good life.
Yeah, it was a good life.
Dang.
And he was never in the military or anything like that. But that guy ruled with an iron fist. And I don't think it's any coincidence that all 3 of the boys got into law enforcement. My oldest sister, 20 plus years in the Air Force. And my youngest one, she was the rebel. She's in human resources. But for to be that disciplined.
Yeah.
And for all of us to be in the military or law enforcement for the most part.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool. And then when he retired, he was talking about, what he's leaving for us and all this other stuff. And I said, dude, if you have any money left when you pass, you failed.
Yeah. Fucking spend that shit.
Go spend that. I said,
same thing I told my mom.
I said, you guys did your job. The 5 of us, I said, look at all 5 of us. We got great families. We're living fine. You guys did your job.
Yeah.
If you leave us anything, you fail.
It's funny. Yeah. My mom actually got really mad at me about that because
so did he.
I have a little brother and a little sister. My mom has me and then little brother and little sister, and we don't get along. Like I get along with my mom, but I haven't talked to my little brother and sister in like 15 years. I don't plan to. They're not bad people. It's just like they don't like me and I don't like them.
Yeah,
totally fine.
Yeah.
But the funny part is my mom was talking about like, oh well, when I pass, you're the most responsible, so I'm gonna leave you some money and you give it to kids. I'm like, Mom, don't leave me any money. Like, I want you to spend every fucking penny. Like, go out and travel and enjoy life, do whatever,
Yeah.
Like, I'm fine. I don't need it. And she's insisting on it. I'm like, Mom, look, just so you know, whatever money you give me, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to fly my little brother and sister out. I'm going to get it all put in fucking cash. I'm going to take them to the fucking beach. I'm going to make them watch me light it on fucking fire in front of them. Like, don't leave me any fucking money because I'm not giving it to them and I'm not taking it.
Yeah.
And she didn't like that very much. But
well,
I think she got the point, though.
Yeah.
And I think,
fine.
the best thing you can hope for your children, and looking at your parents, all you guys became productive members of society. Like other than that, like you can't, not to say you wouldn't enjoy, I would love when I'm old and decrepit and in a year, fucking passing away or whatever, to be able to leave, okay, I've got 2 houses and, be able to leave that shit to my kids. Yeah. Or whatever, especially in this day and age when,
But the coolest thing is, for them, my mom, she's still with us. She's 87. Will be next month.
Yeah.
But she grew up in Brookhaven, Mississippi, where they had an outhouse, for when they came from growing up, in the 30s and 40s in Mississippi.
Out there, dude.
Yeah. My dad's from Tampa, St. Pete. Same thing. So for them to go through the life that they met at Tuskegee, college.
Dang.
And that's where they met. And he was a couple years older than she was. When she graduated a couple years later, she graduated in the morning. They got married that afternoon.
Whoa.
Wow.
So
It's a busy day.
yeah. So for them to come wherever they came from, and the house they're in, the upstairs is about 3,100 square feet, and the basement's 2,700 square feet. So to go from where she was at, where she had an outhouse, to be in a 6,000 square foot home now,
Yeah.
and have the ability to, like you said, try to leave us something. They've had a hell of a life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. I think it's a flex to be able to leave your kids something. It's also, I think, a flex to be able to raise kids that don't need it.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My little brother and sister, they definitely need it. So I don't like them.
Yeah.
Now we were blessed with that. So it was pretty cool.
Fast forward, going to school and
I went to Patrick Henry.
Yep.
And then good time there. And then playing football. I was a sophomore. I mean, a lot of sophomores play at varsity now, but back then that didn't happen. My ninth grade year. I was
at
about
Patrick Henry?
No,
at State.
No, at ninth grade. That was still junior high. It was 10th, 11th, and 12th.
Oh, at Patrick Henry?
Yeah, Patrick Henry.
Oh, really?
So in the ninth grade, I was 5'10", 190 pounds, so I was too heavy to play Pop Warner, so I had to sit out my ninth grade year.
Where'd you go to school your ninth grade year? Like Pershing or something? Pershing,
Yeah.
okay.
So go to Pershing, but I couldn't play it because I was too heavy. And then
That's
that
fucking
summer,
crazy.
I went from 5'10", 190. My sophomore year, I came in. I was as tall as I am now, 6'2", and 230 pounds.
Damn.
So just fucking spurred it up. And
Those
the coaches
beefy high
just-
schooler, man.
Yeah, I was bigger. They put me at fullback for some reason. I was bigger than all the linemen except for the left tackle. I was bigger than everybody, but they put me
But
at
you could
fullback.
run.
But I could run.
Had some
and
wheels
so,
on him.
So I was just blocking and catching all that stuff.
Well, I mean, that's the same high school, too. I mean, years later, because this was in the 80s.
yeah.
Ricky Williams went to Patrick Henry. I mean, there's a ton of fucking dudes that went to that school
His
that
mom-
went on to, like...
His mom worked at the city schools in the cafeteria and stuff. She worked for my dad.
Dude, that is
Oh,
fucking
shit.
crazy.
Yeah.
So what are they putting in that food?
D-ball.
Those old peanut butter crunches, man. That shit was good.
Yeah.
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 But
Trenbolone sandwiches. And great, dude.
yeah. But after my sophomore year, I remember my coach pulled me out of a class, and I'm sitting there trying to think, what the fuck did I do? I didn't do shit. And I go in his office, I'm like, yeah, coach. He goes, I just wanted to be the first one to give you this because this is the first, or I wanted to be the first one to give you this. And he handed me a recruiting letter from Nebraska. And it had the stadium on Nebraska and all this. I'm like, oh, shit. So it was badass.
And you were a sophomore or
I was
junior?
a sophomore, yeah.
God damn.
So my first letter, I still have it. I was showing my kids the stuff because my daughter's kind of going through this stuff right now.
Yeah.
But, and I kept all that stuff.
That's cool.
And so it's pretty cool.
I didn't have any of that shit.
Yeah, dude.
I was like, here's your recruiting into the U.S. Navy, you shitbag.
Dude, I was on the junior varsity badminton team, bro. I couldn't even make varsity badminton.
My younger brother, that's the same. He had the same plan as you. He went to the Army
Yeah.
right out of high school.
Fuck, man.
But yeah, like I was saying earlier, my old man, my grandmother wouldn't let him play any contact sports and stuff. He did track and field. So I figured if I couldn't go to Michigan, which they didn't recruit me, Michigan State did. I took a recruiting trip out there, but I went out there and I was just like, I can't put this on. And so I figured if I couldn't go to Michigan, I'd stay close to home because when I was out there at Michigan State, my host was a guy from San Diego.
Oh, no shit.
And he goes, hey, are you close to your family? I'm like, yeah. He's all, dude. I said, I've been here 3 years. My family's been out here twice. He says, if you can stay close to home, stay close to home. So
Yeah.
San Diego
Best
State's what it
advice.
was. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
And like I said, I mean, every day, because like I said, my dad, he always kept 2 or 3 cigars in his socks,
Yeah.
those old Phillips, and he's always smoking those cheap cigars. And every day he'd get off work, he'd come to practice. He wouldn't come down. He'd just be down where he could see. But all the guys, hey, Mick, your dad's here. I'm like, what? You can look and all you see is the smoke from the
Fucking puff of
cigars.
It's a nice humidor in the sock there.
Yeah.
Keeping it the right moisture.
Keep it nice
content.
moisture, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, he always had 2 or 3 in his sock. I'm like, God.
Yeah.
So it was a trip. So yeah, I went to San Diego State, was a criminal justice major there. And then after I got done with that, I thought, shoot, I'm going to be going to the pros and all the stuff. We played Miami when they were the real U.
Yeah.
If you see those 30 for 30s, the first one,
Yeah.
when you see them fighting with San Diego State, that was us.
Yeah.
I was the center, And I'm sitting there fucking with Russell Maryland for 3.5 hours, the number one pick of the draft. And the reason why that fight started.
You're blocking that motherfucker the entire game.
The reason why that fight started is he quick swam me. As soon as I snapped the ball, he just, and I went to go fucking hug him, and I couldn't keep from hitting our quarterback. He hit our quarterback late as he threw it. We scored, but he hit our quarterback late. Our tackle went over Nick Subis, nails him, both bitches clear. That's how that whole fight started, because I whiffed on Russell Maryland.
Dude.
You cleared the benches in a football fight?
Oh, dude, it was huge. Yeah, watch that 30 for 30. Both benches cleared. I think because Dwayne Johnson played on that team.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
no shit.
He was on, I don't know, one of the late night shows. He talked about how he was chasing Monty Montezuma, our mascot, around the field and all that stuff. It's pretty funny.
So when you got, I wouldn't say drafted, when you got recruited to go to SDSU, you left Patrick Henry. You were a fullback.
Yeah.
And then when you got there, were you expecting to play fullback? Or
I did. My first 2 years, I played fullback. Denny Stoltz was the coach, so I was the backup my freshman year. And you couldn't tell me shit. I'm playing, being from, just to go back, being from Michigan, my very first college game, going from, sitting in front of 800-900 people, my very first college game was at the Rose Bowl against UCLA.
Oh, shit.
So as we walk in, I go out into the field to go stand on the Rose Bowl. Being from Michigan, you've been watching this for January 1st your whole life.
Yeah.
So everybody else is going in the locker room, dude. I just start crying. And guys are coming to Macon, you all right? I'm just like, just give me a second. I've been watching this on TV for forever. And our first game, and Troy Aikman was the senior that year.
Yeah.
It was Troy Aikman,
Dang.
Eric Ball, Ken Norton Jr. I had to mess with him all day. I go on an ISO block and I hit him, and I just hit the deck, and he's standing right over me. He's a freshman. You got to come harder than that. And I'm all, yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm sitting there thinking, I said, how does he know I'm a freshman? And I learned about, the scouting before that. But yeah, Kid Norton was killing me all game.
What a moment, man. That's
cool. It was cool, dude. First game out of the chute was at the Rose Bowl. We got smoked.
What was the first year you played at SDSU?
87.
Okay.
Yeah, September 87.
Okay.
Troy Aikman was a senior. Eric Ball, Arnold Ali. Got Mike Lotish to play with all those Bills championships.
Damn.
Carnell Lake. He was a safety. His boy plays for the Rams now.
So then you played 2 years as a fullback.
As a fullback. Our coach got fired. And then Al Luganbill, that Tom Luganbill you see on ESPN?
Yep.
His dad was our coach.
Okay.
So, and he moved me to center, and I was all of 235 pounds. So I redshirted in 89, and all I did was just drink and go to, there's a Mexican food place called Salazar's up on campus up there. I forgot what it's called now. Mexican food and just drinking.
Yeah.
And I got up to a whopping 260 pounds.
30 pounds of Mexican food and beer.
Yeah. And the guy that started, that hit the Russell Maryland, those guys like Nick Subis, he was an all-conference center that year I redshirted. But when I came back, I ended up beating him out, and they moved him to tackle.
Oh, right on.
And he was pissed. He ended up getting drafted, by the way. I should have said thank you.
Yeah, right.
But
what
yeah,
he got drafted? Which
he went to the
left or
Broncos.
right tackle?
Left tackle.
Yeah.
He went to the Broncos.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. So then my last 2 years, I played center.
What year what was the first year Marshall Faulk played for?
My senior year was his freshman year.
Oh shit! Okay, that's
so he
awesome.
came in. Yeah, he came in. Even to this day, if you look at him, you think, this guy's not who he is. But you give him the ball. I mean, you could feel him as he ran past you. So you could be more aggressive, blocking all this stuff because you didn't have to hold your blocks as long.
Yeah.
Because you could feel
Just
him.
blow somebody off the line.
Yeah, you could feel him. And, but yeah, that was his best year, I think.
Dude, it's crazy, man. I think a lot of people don't have an appreciation for the level of that athleticism like professional athletes have. Because I didn't either. Because you watch the guys on TV and they're all so good. It looks relatively like, oh, the guy's fast, but you don't really know how fast they are. But I went to when I was teaching at SQT, they put me in charge of creating this physical training program that would get the guys ready to go from BUDS, which is cardio based, to SEAL teams, which is more like strength endurance based. So they sent me to a bunch of different programs, like CrossFit, to Louis Simmons. One of the places was API out in Florida called Athletes Performance Institute, which is a place where a lot of football players will go. They're whoever it is a sponsor
before they go to the combine.
Yeah, it's like combine prep, right?
Yeah.
And so I remember going there, and I'm just, I have some CrossFit experience, but I'm not real strong. I'm not real fast, but I'm, decently athletic for a whatever fucking random 30-year-old team guy. And so I'm sitting there, and these football players come on. They're big, but there's a difference between they're like I'm 230 now. These guys are probably like 230, 240, but look way bigger than me. They look like 260, 270.
Yeah.
And they fucking move different, dude.
Yeah.
Like when you see them cutting these lines, cutting these angles, like moving 240 pounds and dropping with one leg switching direction, the strength and athleticism it takes to do that, it looks uncanny in person. It looks fine on film. You can't tell.
You get that burst speed. Yeah.
And I used to tell people, I said, because we're still used to watching these guys in the NFL on TV and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
When I left San Diego State, the buzz on me, I was too small. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. But one of my teammates got drafted by the Redskins, and so he used to fly me back there. And I remember going there in the locker room and looking at their linemen with Joe Jacoby, all the Russ Grimm and all these guys, Jim Lachey. I'm sitting there, hey, Jim, how you doing?
Yeah.
I'm just like, because I had issues with it until I went to that locker room and I saw those guys. You don't appreciate the size of these fucking guys until you see them in person, because they all look the same on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But when you see them in person, people have run into these guys out in the street, whatever, and you actually see how big these guys are.
Yeah.
And like you said, the athleticism of them, I mean, that's the reason why they're at where they're at.
Yeah, there's a difference between being good and then being professional.
Yeah.
Fighting's the same way. I think there's two levels of getting your ego smashed in fighting.
Yeah.
When you don't train at all, you think you know something, and then you train a little bit, you're like, fuck, I suck.
Yeah.
And then
you know enough to know that you fucking are terrible.
Yeah. Then you train enough, you're like, oh God, I'm bad.
Yeah.
But then you train a little bit and you think you're good again because you're going against other guys in the gym who are, the same, and you can hold your own. Like, okay, cool. And then eventually a professional fighter will come in and just throw you around like a
Turn
fucking
the light
rag
on.
doll.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, I suck again.
Yeah.
It's like the people who are professional, people that have no idea how different that level is.
Yeah. Well, it's funny too, because I ran into went to this one of my buddies used to run this fishing charity, fucking Ano. Used to do this fishing for freedom thing, and we had this wasn't a gala, but it was like a big fundraiser for his charity, and Jeremy Clary was there when he played for the Chargers, and he was a right tackle, and people would look at me like, oh man, you're a fucking big guy, and then you see me standing next to Clary, who's like 6 or 6. I mean, he's
a big dude,
big fucking dude, and 330 or something, or 320, anything over 3.
Yeah.
And when somebody's got you by fucking 4 or 5 inches, you're just like, Jesus fucking Christ,
Yeah.
And you shake their fucking hand, dude. It's shaking with a fucking catcher's mitt, dude, fuck.
Like, what am I, 5 years old again?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Yeah. But it's true what you
big
say.
Humans, man.
Yeah. Like we were watching football the other day, Sunday. I don't remember what fucking game it was, whatever the late game was. And you see, one of the dudes had somebody roll up on his legs, and they're walking him off the field. And there was a running back that goes up there, and this dude was like an O lineman, and they're walking him off the field. And you see the coaching staff. And first you see the running back. The running back's up to this guy's delt. Shoulder, and you see the fucking coaching staff over there, and they're even smaller. You're like, God damn, is this guy a fucking giant? Dude had to have been fucking 6'8".
Yeah,
and dude, his arm is it's the size of my fucking leg. You're like, Jesus Christ!
I remember sitting there and in the Redskins locker room, and Charles Mann is sitting there. So one of the aides or something brings him a bucket of KFC, and he's just eating his KFC, but he stands up, and he was 6'6", 6'7". And 275 pounds. But, I mean, he stood up, and I'm just like, there's no fat on this guy whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, he was a good 270, 275, 6'6" or 6'7", however big he was. And I'm just sitting there going, yeah, I'm too small.
But this is the 90s, too, right?
This is the 90s.
Yeah. I mean, dude,
now.
every year, which is fucking crazy, because, my dad played high school, and guys that he played high school football with went on to, play in the pros and stuff. And, back then,
240,
nobody even heard of a
big.
300-pound fucking lineman back then.
250 was big.
Yeah, I mean, even in the 90s, having an offensive lineman over. I mean, shit. Who was was it Hardman that was the center for the Chargers for years. He was the only lineman under 300 pounds on their whole lineup.
Wow.
On their whole line, like that was the year that LT rushed for however many touchdowns and got the record and everything. But it listed them all. He was like 295 and was the center and was the shortest guy. Who was 6'2". He was the smallest guy as the center. And
6'2", 295 is fucking huge.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Which is fucking crazy. And I mean,
dude, my line, my senior year, my strong guard was Carson Leomidi. He's about 6'5", about 360.
God damn.
Whoa.
Our strong tackle was Jim Jennings. He's about 6'3", 6'4". He's right around 300. My weak guard, Joe Hines, was about 6'3", 6'4", 315, 320. And then Tony Nichols was our weak tackle. He was about 6'5", about 280. He was but we can move, man.
Yeah, it is crazy, man.
I was a whopping 275. So I was the runt out of all those guys.
I noticed this in the gym the other day. Because I remember growing up in high school and I was being 6'1". And it was like, that used to be like relatively tall.
Mm-hmm.
You know, now it's like, I feel short, man. I go to the gym, like Ocean Pacific Gym and PB, and I roll in there and there's lots of dudes. Like, it used to be rare to see a dude who's like 6'4", 6'6". That was pretty rare. Now I'm like, dude, there's a good percentage of the gym and they're not fat. These are like athletic. Like, they look like just big dudes. I'm like, holy shit, man. It's not rare anymore. It's crazy how fast like these things change.
Yeah. So
like my brother always says, there's something in the milk nowadays. It wasn't there when we were drinking it.
Oh, dude, it's fucking crazy. So I've done work for this company called Acumen Performance Group, APG, for probably close to 10 years now. But they do kind of like team building stuff, almost like not mini buds, but they do certain things that are like, you know, SEAL bud centric, but it's mostly like team building shit. Yeah. It's like a lot of fuck games, honestly. But like we'll bring logs and stuff. Yeah. So like the year that Atlanta went to the Super Bowl and were just like killing the fucking Patriots and then got blown out in the second half. That was the first year that APG worked with Atlanta, and they've worked with them like, you know, every year since then. They worked like, we did the 49ers, we did the Cowboys, we did the Jets, we did Green Bay, just a bunch of teams, but it's fucking hilarious. Like when I go there, I'm always with the Clydesdale crew because you break these, it's just like you break these dudes out by height. And I'm always with Boat Crew 1, and it's always the fucking, you know, the fucking O-line, the fucking tight ends. You know, it's all these motherfuckers that are like 6'6" to 6'8", and you only fit like 6 of them on a fucking log. You know, you get to like Boat Crew 2, Boat Crew 3.
Up a toothpick.
Yeah, you get to like Boat Crew 12, and we have like 10 dudes on a log because it's all like the fucking, you know, the running backs typically, and, you know,
wide receivers,
DBs, and, you know, but we always do these kind of fuck games, and you have them all lined up, and they do this holding the log, you know, up, and it's like, hey, it needs to be under your chin. And so all these dudes are holding this log, and from the start, we already kind of go, we're going to pick one boat crew, and we're going to basically say, you weren't holding your log up. We're going to make them drop their fucking log, and you're like, hey, you're out. Just to see how much infighting. We basically just trick fucking them.
Yeah.
And so we get to like, hey, Boat Crew 7, you dropped your log. And dude, they're like, fuck you. No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And so first they're turning on us, and then they start turning on each other. And so then we get to the end, we find
we
find the team that's, you know, kept their log up the longest, and you know, it's literally they're hazing themselves because they're like, hey, you won. What do you win? You didn't win shit.
Bicep pump.
Not like you won. Yeah. And then we bring them around in a circle, and we start telling them like why we're doing what, and we're like, and then, you know, inevitably one of the guys was like, hey, we didn't drop our log. And we're like, yeah, we know. And like their fucking face is like, like, we wanted to see how you guys would react. We wanted to see if you would start infighting or start bitching, you know. And then we equate it to like, you know, what are you gonna do? It's fucking 4th and 1, and you know, the ref goes, fucking false start, fucking right tackle, fuck. Mm-hmm. Are you gonna start bashing it? You fucking dumb motherfucker. Why did you fucking move? You know, all this shit. Or are you gonna be like, hey, fuck it. Whether you moved or not, we got to fucking move on. You know, now it's 4th and 6. We're either gonna punt, get a fucking first down, or continue on. And so it's funny, you see their fucking mentality. They're like, oh, you fucking dirty motherfuckers, dude.
Gotcha.
But it's fucking funny, man. And you see this fucking, you see the burst speed. I mean, dude, these guys are fucking 300 plus pounds. The way they fucking can move, man. You know,
it's crazy. I don't think you can fully appreciate it until you see it in person either.
Yeah,
because it doesn't look impressive on TV. You're
no,
like,
because they all look the same.
Yeah,
they all look the same. Like I said, when you run into these guys, you see them, and you look up, and you're just like, I get it.
Yeah. But it is pretty fucking crazy, man. Like, you know, seeing the growth from even 10 years ago. I mean, I saw on whatever whatever game we were watching this weekend, and there was somebody, I want to say it was like a Midwest team, like either Cincinnati, Cleveland, or somebody. There was a fucking O lineman that was damn near 400 fucking pounds. I was like, holy fucking shit.
The
dude.
right guard for the Ravens was a tackle at the University of Minnesota, and I think he's 6'8", 405.
Okay.
And he's a guard for the Ravens now. That number 77, Fulatelli, whatever it is.
It's like a full-on strongman size.
Yeah.
He's 6'8", 405, or 6'9". I mean, he's...
Yeah. Maybe that's... Yeah.
He's a guard.
Yeah.
You know, those guys are pulling and moving and stuff. You know, he's just not... You know, they're... I mean, so just
makes you feel like a chihuahua, bro. Fuck.
Yeah. Dude, that is fucking insane.
Yeah. It's crazy. So
you said your freshman year, you guys won the WAC.
No, we didn't. They won it the year before. That's why a bunch of us stayed.
Oh, okay.
So the Western American Conference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Western Athletic Conference.
Okay.
It's now the Mountain West, but back then
it was WAC.
So that was my freshman year when we got smoked by UCLA. Then my senior year, we actually played for the championship with Marshall. We played BYU, and that was the first time the Murph was filled. And I remember just walking out. Well, first of all, you know, I can't know the street, but when you drive down, it's the hill that drives down to the stadium.
Yep.
And, you know, normally, because the night before we stay at that, I forgot what it's called, the 4 Points now, that's up on Arrow Drive.
Yep.
That's the hotel we stayed at on Friday nights to try to keep us out of trouble.
Right.
But guys snuck out anyway. If you're on the first floor, you open the door, there's no screen, so guys used to sneak out and go do whatever. Because bed check was at 11, and then the coaches went down to the bar to start drinking, and the guys would sneak out. But when we came down for that game down the hill, the parking lot was already full. So we knew we were just like, oh, man.
Yeah.
And so we got there, and then it was just a hell of a game. Marshall started out just killing them. They couldn't cover them. And we got up, I think it was 35-10 or 35-17 at halftime.
Yeah.
And so, you know, we're all pointing our fingers thinking we're going to get this ring. And then Ty Detmer went to work and it ended up tying 52-52. And there's no overtime back then. We had lost to Air Force earlier, so they ended up winning the conference and going to the Holiday Bowl.
Oh, shit.
We went to this bowl that's not even around now, and the Freedom Bowl up in Anaheim.
Oh, shit.
And played up there. And the crazy thing about that was the game was on the 30th. They took us up there on the 20th. So we're up there for 9 days.
Damn.
A bunch of 18 and 20-something years old up in Orange County for 9 days. Before Christmas, there was no curfew. You know, our practice is at 8 in the morning. You know, we come stumbling in the hotel at 5, 6 in the morning. And on Luganville's, you guys, we need to be serious. We go to the huddle.
Like your chief in the platoon. You guys can't be doing this anymore.
Yeah, right.
He's coming to the hotel. This smells like a brewery. But, yeah, it was a good time.
Fucking 10 days before a bowl
10
game, man.
days,
Goddamn.
Yeah.
Maybe they knew it was a good plan to get it all out of your system a couple days before.
Yeah, it didn't work. We lost to Tulsa.
Damn.
But it was a good time, though. We had a good time.
Yeah. So you graduated state.
And then since they told me I was too small, I applied right to the PD right when I was done.
Did you?
Yeah.
So what was the calling on that? Because you had some family background with that. Was it always in your mind, or is just what was the impetus that made you decide to go that route?
Well, I was started as a business major. That lasted for a semester, and then I switched to criminal justice. And during my time there, you know, I did an internship with the San Diego State Police and all that stuff. So that kind of got my head spinning about that. So did that, and then once I did that internship, and I was just like, yeah, this is, you know, if I don't make it, then you know, I'll do that.
So I know, like your senior year, like, you know, people declare for the draft and all that kind of shit. Like, you know, Ray went to Washington, right?
Yeah, he went to the Redskins.
Yeah, and you had some other guys that I don't know, other guys on your squad team that got drafted. Was there anything in the back of your mind you're like, hey, I might go, undrafted free agent or?
Because I've seen, some guys that, went before us.
Yeah.
That had went and tried, year after year. They just kept getting cut and all that stuff. And I didn't want to do that.
Yeah.
I figured, they were already telling me I'm too small. So.
Yeah. Which is fucking crazy. 6'2", like 295, 280.
Wow.
And so the thing that helped me is my strength. At the time, I had the bench press record up there at 480.
God damn.
Which was, and when somebody beats it, they have a by position. And when somebody beats it, the strength and condition coach would take the it's just a Velcro thing with your name and the number. He takes that off and he mails it to you. So a couple years later, I get this thing from San Diego State Athletics, blah, blah, blah. I open it up, was my name. I'm all, fuck.
How many times you got to do it?
Just once.
Just once?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so a couple of years, I'm all, fuck. So I call Coach Oaten. I'm all, who brought it? This guy, Cameron Chance, he broke it. He busted it like 505 or something like that.
Dang.
But how many years did it stay?
Just a couple of years.
Oh,
fucking Cameron broke it. So I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that saved me. But like I said, once I went and saw the race, I was too small. So I knew I didn't want to try to bounce around and all that stuff. So
yeah.
It's good self-awareness.
Yeah, I knew. So it sucks because, it's not like you stop playing because you didn't want to play. You stop playing because somebody's saying you can't.
Yeah.
And so that, that hurt for a couple of years.
Well, and trying to play at a high level at that level. I mean, when we do the same shit when we give these classes to professional athletes, and it's like, going from high school to Division I, huge fucking jump in athleticism. Division I to pros, even fucking bigger jump. I mean, how many fucking people? There's only a 53-man roster, and there's 32 teams. I mean, I'm not going to try and do the math on that shit, but
think about it. All the D1 and D2 and D3 college football programs. There's 130 D1 programs.
Yeah,
with 100 dudes on each team. And I think the NFL, there's 1,600 players throughout the whole fucking league.
Yeah. And they're not refilling that 53 man roster every year. They're pulling like 5 dudes maybe.
Each year.
More Navy SEALs.
Yeah. I mean, honestly. So when you applied for PD, what kind of level of like prep did you, like obviously to go to the academy and all that shit?
Yeah, it took a year to get hired.
Even after you've done like internships and shit.
Yeah, they took their time, man. They did their work. I mean, neighbors that still are around my parents were telling me, "Hey, we had a background investor coming out. I mean, they check your neighbors. They go talk to your teachers. They talk to a lot of people. So that takes a lot of time for them to do that.
I wouldn't get hired.
Then you got to take the psych test.
Definitely wouldn't get hired.
Yeah. And so
is it still that scrutinized?
No.
Or are they looking for people so bad that it's
when everybody after George Floyd and everybody, we're fucking murderers and we're this and we're that, and then that whole movement to take the money away and there's no support from the city. A shitload of guys left and just said, "Why am I doing this?"
Yeah.
A bunch of guys just retired and left. And they go, "Why are we going to put up with this bullshit?"
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
That is the kind of fucked up thing, man. It's such an unappreciated endeavor. And I know we've talked about this on the show before.
It's one of the most important too.
Yeah, and it's like we're sitting there going, defund the police. You're like, no, motherfucker. How about fund the police?
Yeah.
I mean, you spend all this money on military, and we go down range and we're there for fucking 6 months. I mean, eating this shit sandwich and like in the thick of it for 6 months. I mean, you motherfuckers are at it day in and day out. Even when you get off work, you're still in the shit.
Oh, yeah. And we're dealing with stuff. Here I am. We're driving downtown in a gas lamp. They're throwing bottles full of piss. It's hitting our car right in the front, which makes it worse. So you're smelling piss all day because it's coming through the vents.
Yeah.
They're breaking up the curves.
Well, now you just told
rocks.
people what to do.
No, believe me, they're doing it anyway. But dude, it sucks. So you're dealing with all that shit, and then when you come home. And like I said, my wife's a probation officer, and then we got our kids' teachers at school talking about, the police are demons and all this stuff, and they're not treating our citizens correctly. So our kids are sitting there thinking, you're
demonizing my fucking parents. Thanks, assholes.
So it sucks. So we contact the school and say, what the fuck are you guys doing? you're talking about all this stuff. I said, keep the math and English.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't get all this stuff. I said, what do you think our kids, and they're in elementary school at the time.
Yeah. They can figure out their own politics.
Right.
Later.
I said, don't bring this shit into it because our kids are coming home crying to us.
That shit's fucking
was
ridiculous. I remember going through this. Well, it's not the exact same shit, but I just remember my kids went to the language academy, which was right there by SDSU, and I remember. I think it was when Mitt Romney ran against Obama in the second term, or it might have been Trump's first term. And the teachers are like asking, I think it must have been Trump's first term. The teachers are asking like my kids, they're like, hey, and it's a language academy. It's like either Spanish English or French English. So you get two like pipelines there, but everybody there most likely has family members that are either immigrants or, and so, I mean, Gabby's mom was born in Guadalajara, Mexico. And so, of course, the teachers are like, oh, what's your ethnicity? What's your background? Do you have family members that are, Hispanic or, Latin or whatever? And, dude, they come home, they're like, dude, you can't vote for Trump. They're gonna deport Wita,
oh my God,
which is what they call their grandmother.
Yeah,
they're gonna. I'm like, she's a fucking American citizen. They're not gonna fucking deport her.
Dude, my dad's born in Santiago, Chile, and it's like he's way further right than me.
Yeah, it's fucking hilarious, and that's the thing too. Like she's like my mother-in-law. Like when we first had kids, we're like, hey, what do you want the kids to call you? She goes, I want to be called Abuelita. And I'm like, okay. And of course, the kids couldn't fucking pronounce that. It wound up being Wita. But it was so fucking funny, man. And she'll come to me and she'd be like, do you see what Trump's doing? And I'm like, oh, shit, dude. I'm like, calm down, Wita. Yeah. But yeah, like this whole last thing with Venezuela, like, dude, she came over the house this weekend and was just like, she's like, got him.
So she's for that.
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So did she eventually come around, or is it just like
no,
a
dude?
gradual thing?
She's hardcore pro immigration done the right way because she came in the right way.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's pretty fucked up because I know she had that generation, they don't fucking sit around and talk politics. They don't sit around and talk religion and shit like that. But she did have some like friends of hers. I remember a few years ago there was some big rally downtown San Diego. It was like, I want to say it was called like May Day or some bullshit, but it was something where there was a big immigration thing, and some of her friends were like, hey, we need to go to this. We need to support people that are being mistreated, that are coming into the country illegally. And she was like, why the fuck do I want to support people that are coming here illegally?
Right.
And like she was butting heads with some of her neighbors and friends that were like, well, they're from Mexico.
Well,
she's like,
they probably call her a Nazi.
I know.
Yeah,
Nazi-ita.
And she's like, dude, I'm just do it the right way.
Yeah.
And I get it.
It's not a lot to
ask. She was afforded certain opportunities and stuff, and some people maybe weren't because of she came from this neighborhood or this
that's life,
whatever.
Man.
Yeah, exactly.
That doesn't need an excuse to fucking break the rules and shit like that.
That was some fucking personnel and some hardware to go in there and do that job, man.
Oh, the Venezuela thing? That is,
dude.
I gotta.
Oh, the Maduro thing?
Yeah. I mean, there's always that competition between like Navy SEALs and especially Team 6 and Delta. But like, holy shit, bro,
dude, that was a fucking operation. Bro.
I can't wait to hear some of the details of the mission because that was so fast, so fucking smooth.
Dude,
God damn, man.
How? Because I'm starting to figure out, because they said they got him before he got into that fucking safe room.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you not know?
Guess who's closing the door? It's
like an elevator. Stick your arm in there.
How do you not hear? I mean, his security team, they're bitching about, fucking like 30 Cubans got killed. How do you not alert that motherfucker? Hey, they're fucking coming.
Well, I think also we
fucking rookies.
Well, we think that we
the way they came in before and knocked out all that shit, and then the helicopters came in.
Yeah.
How do you not? I mean, you got to hear something.
Well, also
those guys
in
are
America,
all, they're doing their fucking with their fucking tequila and all this other shit.
We're used to a certain level of competency in America. That when you go and train with these other forces, you realize and they're not bad people. It's just like the American culture is based on fucking performance and excellence. And it's one of the only cultures in the world that actually like is based on that.
Yeah.
A lot of these other countries, it's a bunch of fucking, they're not really, they're kind of lazy.
Hire what's his nuts. Like his dad was a good guy and he's a friend of mine. And,
a lot of nepotism.
Yeah.
So it's not, I mean, I don't know what the reason was, but that's a major difference between like our level of operational capacity in the American military and a lot like,
dude,
almost every other military.
That's bad.
Well, just like we were saying in that documentary, what Danny Carroll was like, it's not that we're good, it's that everybody else sucks.
Dude, that's so true, man. Dude, sometimes I think the only reason we win wars is because everyone else is so much worse than we are.
Yeah.
Dude.
Honestly, I think they turned tail and ran.
They probably did.
Once the shit,
and especially if a dude that like he's not popular, like nobody likes the guy. Right. They have to. Like, why the fuck would you want to die for a guy like that?
Yeah,
I mean, they just dropped. I guarantee you, a bunch of those guys dropped shit and boogie.
100%.
They did the French fucking throw your shit.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you're doing like PSD for like people are like personal security for like somebody who's a total fucking dick and doing all this shit, you're like, all right, well, fuck you, bro.
Like, I ain't taking around for this fucking asshole.
Yeah, I guarantee you, they fucking.
Yeah, like, all right, you're on your own, buddy.
That's why he didn't get notified. I mean, there's no way. I mean, for him not to hear that shit and not get this thing, those guys fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's also the difference between. I don't know. I don't know what it's like at Delta, obviously, but I know working with like our regular SEAL teams and then having interactions with the dudes who were at Reuben Delta. That's like difference between like D1 and Pro.
Mm-hmm.
Those guys, like, I mean, granted, to focus that hard on that particular aspect of it, which is CQC, you kind of have to let diving and some of the other shit go.
Yeah.
But at the things that they're good at, they're fucking pro level. Definitely different.
To piggyback on that, looking at the level of practice and repetition after repetition, the rehearsals that went into the Osama bin Laden raid, they had a full mock-up of his entire compound built.
Yes, that's what they did with this too.
Yeah, and they had Red Squadron going, time and time again. It was over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm sure, had the same thing done with CAG or whoever the fuck they're calling themselves these days.
And especially that repetition, being at night, you could probably do it with your eyes closed.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly.
Other than you have to take care of your business once you get inside,
It ain't dark for them, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, but it is a fucking testament. I mean, not a single, U.S. force was killed or even,
I guess some hardware got hit, but other than that.
And it made it back. That's a wildly successful op.
What got hit?
I think one of the helos or one of the planes or
got shot up or some shit.
Got shot up, but made it back.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like, that's amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bravo. Good job.
Yeah. No shit,
boys. Yeah.
But all they're bitching about is, why'd they take him? That's illegal. Blah, blah, blah.
Dude, he could make it rain gold bricks. I'm like, why couldn't you make it rain cash?
Yeah.
Gold is too heavy.
Or cure cancer, and they still bitch about it. You're trying to take the research away. That's why you cured it.
Trump breathes oxygen. You know who else breathes oxygen? Fucking Hitler.
Yeah.
There's always something.
You're never gonna please everybody. But I will say, I'm curious to see what's going to happen with that country in the coming months and years.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it would be a very awesome testament, and luckily it's early enough in the administration. I mean, he's got 3 fucking years left, but I think if they fucking turn that country around, because I mean, even like 2018, 2019, I was down in Colombia. We were filming Jack Ryan. I think it was 2018. We're down there filming, and dude, there had fucking just refugees out the fucking ass coming from Venezuela, just flooding Colombia. And dude, the Colombians,
like 8 million people.
Yeah,
left.
dude, the Colombians they fucking hated him, man. They're like, dude, you're stealing all our fucking resources. They're like, I would say they all hated him
because it's only because they're racist.
Yeah, exactly. But that's like one of those things where you get, same thing with like Hungary and the fucking Ukraine. We're in Hungary filming season 3 of Jack Ryan. The fucking Ukraine fucking war pops off. They have all these motherfuckers flooding all the Eastern European countries, and it's the same shit. I mean, you're going to have people that are sympathetic to the refugee situation. You have people that aren't sympathetic because
it is a real problem.
It's a level
deserves some help. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's like, fuck, man, I'm barely making fucking ends meet. Like, what am I going to give to these people? Or you got people that have a little bit to give, then yeah, they're going to be more sympathetic. You know,
there's always a reasonable middle ground.
Yeah,
I think both sides end up like neither fringe is usually right in any capacity. You know, it's usually some middle ground.
Some middle ground
that makes sense. But the problem is like the fringes scream so fucking loud on both sides and demand. This
usually the far, the polar opposites are going to.
We're not going to compromise. I'm like, bro, come on, like, let's figure out something that works for everybody.
Yeah, will be good to see what happens.
I think because nobody's really talking about it. But Rubio said, I saw him on an interview, and everybody's, what's going to happen there? All this other stuff. And he explained it. Look, we have leverage over them. If she doesn't change her ways, like he said, there's going to be price to pay. You either change your behavior or we'll change it for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically what he's saying. Change your behavior or we'll change it for you. We don't need to go in there. We don't need to put troops on the ground. You change your behavior or we'll change it for you. That's basically what Rubio said.
I think if you incentivize them in the right way and empower the right people to make the right actions, like, dude, I think it could. I think it has the potential.
Are they going to put
I hope it does.
Are they putting the vice president in power? Or are they bringing the chick back?
That's why they're using that vice president. From what I've been watching, I don't have much to do, so I've been watching it, and they're basically telling her, hey, we're going to give you a chance because she's got the infrastructure already in place to make the changes that they're asking for. Instead of bringing in this new chick and all this other stuff and all this, she already has all those fucking degenerates there.
Yeah.
And she's got to make the fucking sale pitch. Hey, we got to do this or we're fucking done.
Yeah.
Yeah. And their culture's not a Middle Eastern culture either. So
everybody keeps comparing it to.
It's salvageable. It's a totally different operation than
and they've known freedom, they've known capitalism, they've known and they've got a fuck ton of resources, know. The fact that once they start the fucking oil fucking flowing again.
Oh, huge potential.
I mean, they got more fucking oil reserves than anybody in the fucking country.
What's interesting to see go down in flames is fucking New York.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen the Mondami stuff? Now they're actively going after property, like personal property.
Yeah.
Especially, did you hear that lady? Especially white.
Especially white. Yeah.
I'm like, how the fuck is that legal to like even say?
Just single out. Yeah.
Dude, you know what's going to happen?
They're going to bust out your 23andMe, like proof shit.
Dude, no, I'm guaranteed. Because that lady, I saw that video, that she's fucking out there.
Oh, yeah.
She's going to pull some shit like they do with that eminent domain shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she'll figure out some bullshit like that. Like we need for. How that eminent domain works, they're going to pull it on you fucking guys.
Yeah.
And you guys are going to have to move.
They're like, sorry, you got to sell this fucking house. It's for the good of the fucking good of the city.
Hey, I was thinking about moving up to San Francisco. You see they're doing their reparations up there?
That's right. Like $8 million or some shit, bro. It couldn't be like 80 grand or $8 million. Like, motherfucker.
Dude,
I'm going to go buy a fucking
I'm about to fucking hack 23andMe and there's some fucking DNA.
I'm going to go get an address up in San Francisco. Dude.
Absolutely, dude. God, it's crazy.
And the fucking state is fucking $1 billion, however many billions in deficit.
Yeah.
I can't imagine what the city of San Francisco is in debt.
Yeah,
like they're going to be able to, they're going to be able to snap their fucking fingers and
it's a pipe
cut
dream,
everybody a check.
I love seeing people get burned by their own decisions. So you see, Robert De Niro he's like, I might have to move out of New York because they're taking all my money. I'm like, bro, you didn't
voted for this shit.
You didn't see this coming.
Did he say that?
He said it.
I'm like, this is a surprise to you. Like, what the fuck?
guy told you what he was going to do.
Exactly. Oh, dude, it's.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of hoping most of it was going to be like idle promises because, I mean, dude, I get that there's a mayor. It's a 3-tier government system, or at least I think it is.
Should be.
If they have like a city council or and a mayor and a fucking judicial. Obviously, there's fucking judges and shit.
But by the time you duly elect a Marxist Muslim president, all the other stuff is already fucked.
Yeah, which you would think. You have other people that could, you have some of those checks and balances, but yeah, I get if it's like the fucking state of fucking California. People bitch and moan about how fucked up Newsom and
but they don't vote.
Brown before him and have fucked up the state. But I'm like, dude,
But they keep voting for him.
Well,
no,
but not only that, but I mean, those are the people. They're a governor. They're in charge of one branch of government. Dude, there's been a Democrat supermajority in charge of the legislative branch in this fucking state since the 70s.
So
over fucking 50 fucking years.
Another piece of this, which could be a huge change for the entire country, especially California, places like California, is the illegal aliens are counted in the census, and the census doesn't count for personal vote. Well, I mean, that's a whole different topic, but it counts for representation in the other legislatures.
Yeah.
So it's like it does really affect us.
Federal and state.
Yeah.
I think it'll be interesting to see the next governor's vote is because, like you said, California's been crazy for 50 years. But a lot of rich motherfuckers lost their shit with those fires.
Yeah.
And are pissed at how they're being treated.
Oh,
so that might be the only
All
way.
the Pacific Palisades shit.
Dude, some people with influence, because I always say, we always talk, I used to go to these community meetings in Southeast and all this stuff, and I always say, have you ever heard of Shanae's Law? Or fucking LaQuisha's Law? Or Lupita Alert? Have you ever heard of Lupita Alert?
Exactly.
No, but you know what the fucking Amber Alert is, don't you?
Yeah.
You know what Chelsea's Law is, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
I said, they don't care about this until somebody with influence or you got blonde hair and blue eyes. That's when those people who with decision makers will make a change.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
And since all those people in Pacific Palisades are people who have some influence, something might change. So we'll see.
I'm hoping with this New York thing that it burns so fucking hard to the ground that people are like, well, maybe that wasn't a good fucking idea.
Yeah.
Use it as a test case.
Oh, yeah. He's going to burn it down.
Yeah,
hard fucking reset and be like, man, we are dumb as fuck. Well, but it'll never fucking happen because people will go, oh, well, he wasn't a true socialist or he wasn't a true communist. He didn't do enough
the nice
to
thing
enact
about
change.
New York is that New York, especially the city there, is so small. Like you can go a half hour south or not even 15 minutes south and you're in New Jersey. Or 45 minutes north and you're in a totally different state. So it's easier for people to vote with their feet in this situation. And a lot of the people who are pissed are people with money. So you have the potential of letting these guys, because they can still run their business. You have a California business, you can't run it from Arizona or Nevada, usually, right? Yeah. If you have a New York business, you can run it from New Jersey.
Or
you
Connecticut.
Can run it
from Connecticut.
Right,
Connecticut.
Exactly.
Fucking Greenwich, Connecticut, dude. There's more fucking rich motherfuckers per capita in that little fucking
So it's going to be interesting because California is isolated because a lot of people have money, but they don't want to move because the whole lifestyle changes. Your lifestyle doesn't change that much if you move for your residence from New York to
half
New
hour,
Jersey. It's not that big of a deal, right?
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see how this plays out in New York. It could be a good kind of bellwether tone change for the rest of the country. We'll see.
I mean, fuck, dude. There are already tons of people moving from there to even Florida. I mean, there's probably more transplants from New York that go to Florida than probably anywhere.
Florida's soaking up everybody, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, if it wasn't so goddamn hot, I can say it.
I was just about to say, we did a family trip every summer. Once the kids get out of school, we went down to go to all the Disney parks down there. I'll never go to those places again. But
my wife loves it down there. God.
Dude, but Orlando, it was fucking steaming. Yeah. We got there about 7 o'clock at night. It was still 98 degrees and 95. And as soon as you walk out of the airport, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah. I can't deal with it.
Yeah, my wife said, we need to walk. I said, there's no way I'm retiring down here.
Yeah.
I said, dude, I jumped in the pool. I got out. We're landing on land. Dude, it took me a half hour before I could dry it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just the humidity.
It's like being in Guam, dude.
Yeah. There's certain things I'm just not going to deal with.
Dude, and the fucking bugs. Oh, the alligators. We told the kids, wherever there's water, even in the pool, always look before you get in it.
That's true. Even in the fucking pool, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We were driving out to the Kennedy Space Center, and we stop at this traffic light, and my daughter's like, Dad, look. Dude, there's just pockets of water everywhere in Orlando. I mean, there's water everywhere. And sure as shit, just at a traffic light, you see these fucking beady little eyes sticking out of the water. And dude, probably just about much water it is in this room.
Yeah.
And there's two dinosaurs waiting to snap you up, dude.
No shit.
Just two little fuckers just sitting there.
Fucking dinosaurs, right, man.
I'm all, fuck this place, dude.
Dude, I went to my wife.
Good luck having a dog.
Yeah. Dude, my wife and I tried moving to Austin in 2017. We lasted 8 months and moved right back. But it was a very distinct conversation we had because we would come back here every month, fly back, have dinner, meet up with friends and everything.
Yeah.
So it's funny. We ended up seeing a lot of our friends in San Diego more often than we did when we were here because we like plan out dinners and shit. And I was having a dinner conversation with a buddy of mine, Brandon Stapper. He died in a helicopter accident a couple years later. But I was talking to him about this and was trying to get him to move out there with me. And he's another entrepreneur guy.
Yeah.
So he's always been
misery loves company.
Yeah, but he's always been a couple years ahead of me in business and that's always had some great advice for me. And I remember this one thing he said. We were at dinner and he's like, bro, I'm never moving out of California because of the weather. Like, I'd rather pay 10%. I'd rather just make 10% more money and live where I want to live and I actually enjoy my life. I was like, that makes a lot of
that
fucking
10%
sense,
started to become like 30%.
That's the difference now.
But
But we moved back. We went back the next day. We woke up the next morning. We're like, why the fuck are we here? And 3 days later, we were back in San Diego.
Yeah.
Broke our lease, moved our shit.
Every
We're
time
done
we
with it.
land back here and we're driving out of the airport, I said, this is why we pay all this fucking money.
Yeah.
Dude,
Every single time we come back, I said, this is why we pay what we pay.
yeah.
I said, all these places are great. You know, you get a big house for less money and all this other stuff.
It's worth it at 10%. 30 or 40% is getting to now. I'm like, maybe Tennessee's looking pretty good, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, we go out to Dolly World for 4 days out there in Eastern Tennessee, and then we did Nashville for a couple of days.
Fucking Pigeon Forge.
Pigeon Forge is a great time. But my wife said, we should retire out here because Pigeon Forge is great and all this other stuff. But I must have got, boy, I couldn't tell you how many times. And my son,
Listen, boy.
yeah, my
What?
son was like, Dad, you're a grown man. How come everybody keeps calling you boy? You know, I don't get all upset by that. You know, I don't get my thong in a bunch over all that stuff. But even we parked at Dolly World and some good old boys from Gainesville, just outside Gainesville, had this Florida Gator hat, this long mullet, missing his chiclets. And, you know, hey, boy, where you from? And this and that and all this other stuff. I mean, he's just a good old boy.
Do you think he meant anything by it? Or is it
No,
just kind of
and this is what I'm getting to
It's fucking
because
culture,
you know
man.
we got to the park and about an hour and a half later, I heard this, hey boy, and I turned around, it was him. So come meet my brother. So I go over and went and walked, shook his hand, his brother. He said, hey boy, how you doing? I mean, they're just good old boys, nothing
No
but
shit.
yeah, just a good old boy.
Interesting.
But you know, there's just that whole day. I was just laughing because after about the 8th or 9th one, that's when my son said, Dad, why do they keep calling you boy? I said, you know, back at home, you know, we call each other, hey, bro or dude. He's like, yes, it's kind of like that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't want to get into it with him. But because he was sitting with me and this, you know, I yawned because, you know, we don't get on roller coasters. That's for you kind of guys.
Yeah, I don't get on that shit either.
Nope. No, thank you.
And I was yawning. This guy walked by and he's like, hey, boy, it's too early in the morning to be yawning. And I'm just laughing. But, and I go to that I forgot what that Smoky Moonshine place. They had a big store there. Yeah. So I walk in and I grabbed a couple and just a kid was in there. He said, hey, boy, what you looking for? And I just start giggling. I said, I'm just looking to take some stuff back home for me. He said, where you from, boy? And I walked up and I showed him my California ID. So, oh, hell, boy, yeah, you ain't coming back here. He said, I tell you what, boy, you grab 4 and I'll give you 4 for free. So I grabbed that 4 and he gave me some other stuff.
Here's a Confederate flag for you.
Because I told him, because I pulled up in the red zone because I told my wife, I'm just going to grab a couple bottles and I'll be right back. I'm not going to park. And I walked out of there with a fucking couple of boxes and a cooler because he gave me some other shit.
Yeah.
And I was telling my dad and my brothers about it. And my dad's like, yeah, he can call me boy all he wants. He gives me all that free shit. That's what I said.
So I'm not from there.
And that's what I told my wife.
I would have thought it would have been like a contentious term.
And I told my wife, I said, these are just good old boys. I said, but I don't want to retire and listen to that kind of shit.
No.
So, Nashville, we didn't get it. It was just out there and eat, by the Smokies.
Dude, it's the closer you get to Appalachia.
Yeah. I mean, we were out there in the Smokies and Pigeon Forge. I mean, I was just getting boy all day long.
It's the culture. Like,
yeah.
These motherfuckers aren't maliciously dropping N-bombs and fucking going, this like motherfucker. That. No, I mean, it's legitimately like how they've legitimately heard everybody refer to everybody else in that fucking part of the world for fucking
And my sisters, I was telling my sisters a story, and my sisters are going apeshit because they go crazy. Like I said, my thumb doesn't get in a bunch. But I said, if it was negative or anything like that, that guy would have called me over to introduce me to his brother.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
I said, he's just a good old boy. They're just how they were raised.
Yeah,
that's just how they are.
Oh, it's interesting. I would have never thought that.
There was a trip, but I told my wife, I said, yeah, Tennessee is great. I said, but I wouldn't want to. I'm retired.
What part of part of the year did you go down there? Is it
It
summertime?
was June. Yeah, June. Right in the middle of June.
Fuck
Right.
that, dude.
Dude, I know it was fucking smoking.
Swampy and
dude.
buggy and
Right as soon as the kids get out of school on Thursday, and we leave Saturday, and we're gone for a week.
that's cool.
Wherever we go. So as soon as they're done, they did good. Then we leave. So right in the middle of June, yeah, dude, it was fucking smoking hot.
Well, dude, I got a 100-acre farm out there.
Oh no shit, where?
In Paris. It's in West Tennessee,
Hmm.
so about as far from the fucking Smoky Mountains as you can get. But
Yeah, that was a trip.
yeah, my grandmother left me and my two brothers just
Big
farm,
ass lot. Yeah.
and like one of my brothers still lives there. My mom lives there. My dad used to live there until he passed away a couple years ago. And then my other brother, Sean, he lives in Brentwood, just, basically between Nashville and Franklin. And, but yeah, every time I go out there, I have a good time. It's a nice place to visit. And I know why people move out there, because you can afford, I've had.
And my wife has kept talking about Franklin. That's what she kept bringing up, Franklin.
Yeah. So Franklin's it's close enough to Nashville, but it's not like big city.
Yeah.
And it's close enough to Chattanooga. It's close. You can
That's
drive,
where Sean
drive
Ryan's
to fucking,
at. A lot of people are out there.
Yeah. Taco used to live in Franklin.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of our guys from the department, they moved out there.
Yeah. But it's,
Or Knoxville. A couple moved to Knoxville.
Too. Yeah. It's a cool place. I can't see myself going back there with the fucking humidity and the fucking bugs, man.
I'm just
Dude,
such a bitch with
and-
the weather, dude.
Those fucking tornado sirens,
Oh,
dude.
yeah.
I grew up listening to that shit.
Yeah.
Because one went through there not too long ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so my wife said, "There's tornadoes there." I said, "Obviously nowadays tornadoes are every fucking where except here."
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
But
Yeah.
I remember because my dad brought us all out to California, but my older brother, my older sister, and my parents wanted that Midwestern feel without having to move back to Michigan. So they all went out to Colorado and Castle Rock. So go up there to visit, and we go out to Boulder to go fuck around, me and my older brother. And as we're driving out, we hear that, and we look at each
Fucking
other.
tornado
Yeah,
sirens and shit.
we haven't heard that since. And we're like, oh, shit. And we fucking hit the gas. So shit. We got back to Castle Rock, turned on the news, tornado hit, fucked up a bunch of houses.
Dang.
I said, yeah.
I will
Fuck
say that's
that,
one
dude.
thing you don't have to worry about in San Diego.
Yeah, you don't have to
you
worry
don't have to worry
about
about tornado, any kind of really foul weather.
No.
Just every now and again, you get a little.
Some floods.
Yeah.
occasionally, that's about
a little
it.
earthquake every now and then. But even it's amazing how fucking butthurt people get on like social media. Like you see all the fucking flooding in Mission Valley when it fucking rains.
And people still drive through it.
And
Been happening for decades.
Exactly. They're like, fuck, I could probably make it. You're like, God damn it,
That's
dude.
your rearview mirrors, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah. Well, for one, it's like, no, you're not gonna fucking make it.
In
And
your
like,
Toyota Tercel.
yeah. Or you see people advocating, you're like, well, that's why you get an electric car. I'm like, motherfucker, lithium batteries and water don't fucking mix.
That's worse than
It's
gas.
not fucking good
Going
shit.
to explode.
Like,
Yeah, but the
they're
funny-
contained. There's no water can get in there. You're like,
Yeah,
okay,
probably.
But
maybe,
every
hopefully.
single time you see a little car that's in there, I say, what are these people thinking? Every single time it's a little 2-door, 4-door small car that's swamped in these things.
Yeah.
You never see a big ass fucking F-150 or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's always these little cars.
There's
Like,
some
what?
chick popping out the side. I don't know how this happened.
It just stopped. You're like, yeah, bitch.
It's like
Your
what?
entire
Just
engine's underwater.
turn around. But every single time you see it on the news, there's this little bitty car and somebody sitting on the top of it.
Yep.
It's never F-150 or a Dodge or something like that.
But the
It's
other
just a
thing,
funny-
the other flip side of that too is the fact that, dude, right when I leave my house to get on the 8, I either take College or I take Waring. And I'm fucking, if you take Waring, it goes right underneath. There's like Adobe Falls Road. It's like a little overpass, but go to get on, and right to the right of the on-ramp onto the 8 from Waring is a huge fucking drainage ditch. And it's got fucking palm trees growing in it. I go, why the fuck? Because, dude, in the 30 fucking years I've lived in San Diego, every fucking year, some years are worse than others. But, dude,
floods every year.
2 years ago.
You know where it floods.
Yeah, like 2 fucking years ago, there was water so bad downtown, like the fucking 5 flooded. They had to like close down the goddamn freeway, which is probably one of the first times I ever saw that. But it just blows my mind that the fucking infrastructure is so fucked, and people are like, "Well, you can't you can't change, because I make jokes and they're like, hey, build some more fucking bike lanes. That'll fucking fix it. And you have people come on there and bitch and complain like, oh, you obviously don't understand the difference between $1 million it takes to build a bike lane and the billions it would take to redo the infrastructure of a storm drain. I'm like, I'm not saying redo the goddamn infrastructure, but get a goddamn bulldozer and go clean the goddamn trees out of the fucking storm drain.
They can't touch the I don't want to call it wildlife, but the foliage stuff because of these regulations. Like, oh, you can't because you need a permit, you know, all shit. Yeah. So it costs you $1 million to move a fucking palm tree if you can even get it done.
Environmental report.
Exactly, all this shit, dude.
It's like a fucking family of raccoons lives in that tree. We can't bulldoze that thing down. You're like...
It's endangered raccoons. We'll move them to a safe trash can. Yeah. It's fine.
I'm like...
Dude, the city's in trouble financially, too.
Oh, they're fucked.
A lot of people, they're way in the fucking...
Dude,
trouble.
It's funny. I used to hate, there's two sides to this, right? So I used to hate the red tape in California. I was like, this is fucking bullshit, dude. Like, just remove the red tape and shit'll sort it out. And then I moved to Texas, and I was like, well, you know what? Maybe a little bit of red tape is fucking good, dude. Because Texas roads are fucked up, dude. Fucked up. Like, you have, like, in California, if they're going to close a lane, there's certain things where, like, they have signage, like, leading up to it for miles ahead. And then when they close it, it's like, okay, well, you can only have, 1 foot of intrusion every 100 feet or whatever it is. Not in Texas, bro. Just come around a corner. Guess what? Motherfucking trash can in your lane. Lane's closed, bitch.
Yeah.
And all your signages for your exit are behind. They're after this exit. After the exit. So you don't know if, I guess, thanks for letting me know I missed my exit. Yeah. But they have their 2 lanes and then their frontage roads. So if you do miss an exit, you have to get off the next one. Go back
take
3
a fucking frontage
and
road.
Get up 2 because you have to exit the freeway 1 exit before your actual exit or you're fucked. So if you miss, it's not like, oh, you just do a loop. It's 15 fucking minutes to go back around. Fuck. It is the most asinine, insane way to run shit.
It's like somebody hired like their fucking cousin to build
exactly
these goddamn roads.
It's because their whole infrastructure system is built on the good old boy. Like, well, we'll pay to do that. That's why they built twice the fucking highways they need. It makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, they have like a fucking 7 or 8 lane fucking freeway, and then there's 2 lanes on the frontage road.
Totally
I'm like, dude, get rid of that shit.
So after I got back from Texas, I'm like, you know what? A little bit of red tape is maybe necessary. Yeah. But not to the level.
But some of that environmental shit, you're like, dude, why the fuck can't you go take a fucking bulldozer, excavator, bobcat, go clean out the goddamn storm drains?
Yeah.
Granted, it's not going to cure the fucking problem. Mission Valley is a fucking valley. Yeah. It floods every time. You got San Diego River that runs down the fucking middle of it. Mm-hmm. I get it. It's going to fucking flood.
You've seen these people that take and they fix shit on their own, and then the city sues them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What the like? There's way too much fucking red tape.
Yeah.
In California.
Like my outdoor kitchen. My roof comes down here like this on my property. It just goes down here because I built it up next to the fence because I couldn't build it over the fence because I would have got sued because it encroached on this thing.
Yeah.
So they told me you can only go to your fence. So my roof goes like that.
Do you have like a gutter on the backside?
Yeah, I know. I should, but no. It just runs
spout
out.
They just like
but my fence because it's an empty. It's a open field.
Yeah.
And
empty lot.
It's an empty lot, so I couldn't go over my fence line.
Yeah.
It's the stupidest thing.
Luckily, my neighbor moved in after. So when I built my bar in my backyard, the fence was one of those weird fucking fence. It was like, fuck, man, it was like 6 or 8 inches wide. The fence was, but it had like one span, like the 8 feet of span is like. I can't even explain it. It's like a fucking zigzag. So like part of 8 feet is closer to the neighbor's side.
Oh, and then offset.
Yeah. So like the whole fence was like kind of all fuck. It's like a fucking zipper. It's like, and but when we built the fucking bar, it was the old fence, and the neighbors were like, it's cool if it's if it's close. But then we redid the whole fence, and it's literally. The fence runs down the fucking middle, so now it overhangs by like 4 or 5 inches now, whereas before it was like right on the fucking line. Yeah. But dude, we had new neighbor.
I was just about to say, hopefully you don't get a fucking asshole neighbor.
No, he was good. Like they just sold that place like 2 years ago. We got a guy that moved in, former cop, great fucking guy.
Oh, that's cool.
He moved in. I'm like, hey man, let me know. We can. you know, and he's like, fuck it, I don't care. Like he put a shed right there. Like he goes, man, he rebuilt the deck because the other people had ripped the fucking deck down, like rebuilt the deck and redid a bunch of stuff in the backyard, and was like, he's like, anything else? He's like, anything else I can do to make, he goes, dude, I don't want to be the neighbor that's coming in and like fucking up your shit.
Yeah.
And dude, there was this one fucking tree and it grew over on my, like, it was on his side, but it grew, you know, towards the fucking sun, grows. But dude, every spring it drops like these fucking red berries and the shit all goes in my fucking pool and filter and shit. So I was just all like, I'm like, you wouldn't mind cutting that fucking tree down, would you? And you're like, fucking consider it done. I'm like, bro, I'll pay for it. And he goes, nah, fuck it. I don't give you. I'm not attached to that fucking tree. Dude, the next day, motherfucker cut down. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, shit. I'm
and
like,
no survey.
no, he was fucking dude. And he's to this day,
That's
man,
awesome.
he's like the fucking best fucking neighbor. He's a real fucking cool motherfucker,
That's
dude.
super
And
cool.
there's times I'll be in the backyard blaring fucking music and shit. And Gabby would come out and be like, shut that shit down. And like, you know, next day, I'm like, I'm like, hey man, sorry if I was making a bunch of fucking noise. And I'm like, anytime I'm out there fucking acting a fool, just come out there and ask me to turn my shit down and shoot me a text, whatever. He goes, no man, we didn't hear shit. I was like,
Yeah,
Cool.
as long as it's not a harmonica, you know, it's good to go.
yeah. No, but that's one of those things too. You know, I could have just as well gotten a neighbor who's, you know, complete fucking prick who doesn't like. There's nothing wrong with like if somebody comes to the fucking gate or pops over the fence like, hey man, your shit's really fucking loud. I'd be like, oh fuck,
Dude,
man,
totally get
I'm
it.
sorry.
Yeah,
man.
I'll
Fucking
turn
so
it down.
sorry. Rather than writing a fucking note or calling the fucking cops on me or, you know, leave a fucking note on my fucking windshield of my car, hey man, your shit's too fucking loud. Or I'm like, well, great. You know, you could have just came to the fence and said, hey man, your shit's loud. And I would have turned it down versus enduring a fucking entire night of me being a fucking dipshit. And then the next morning I see there's a note on my fucking car. And now I realize I'm a fucking asshole. You know, sometimes it's best to just talk with
Yeah,
motherfuckers,
just have a conversation
dude.
with somebody.
Dude,
It's surprising how far
just-
that goes.
Yeah, just be a dude and just come and talk to you.
Yeah.
Makes life
Yeah.
way easier.
But that's how California is, dude. Like you said, when we travel, you go to Texas or something else, you know, everybody's, you know, here, when you're out and about, people's heads are down or they're on the phone or something like that. Everywhere we've been, Tennessee, Texas, Florida, Michigan, everybody's just like, hey,
Hey man, what's
Hey.
up?
or hey,
What's up, boy?
as you're walking, hey, boy. Yeah, at least they're looking at me. At least they look me in the face when they say it, you know,
Yeah.
hey, boy. You know,
That's funny.
but here, I mean, nobody talks to anybody. In California, hardly anybody talks to you. They have their head down. Dude, when I worked narcotics, I, you know, grew my afro out and I put it in braids. Ever I went, you would have thought I was Moses. Because everybody got the fuck out of the way when they saw my big dude department. I mean, just walking down the street, people across the street, bar or anything, people just like I was Moses.
Yeah.
Dude, when I had those braids in, little blue things. But yeah, it was crazy. But nobody talks
Dude, that's
to
crazy.
anybody. It's crazy.
You want to take a break?
Yeah, perfect
Take a
timing.
quick break, and then when we come back, we'll get into some more law enforcement stuff and
Yeah, it'd be
some
fun.
good stories
Yeah,
about
perfect segue.
fucking Warren Sapp. All right, we're back.
Let's go.
Liberty Risk. So I know before we took a piss break, we were talking about when you first got into PD. That's right about the time I met you, late '90s. So my wife and was Joe your first partner?
No, he came on.
Oh, it
Couple-
wouldn't have
couple
been
years.
because you guys were.
Yeah, he came on a couple of years after I did, and then we hooked up.
So when you
Worked
first
at
got in the
City
PD, you first got in the PD. What year? In the early '90s?
Yeah, 95. I went to the academy in June of 94. January of 95, I started, and they put me in San Carlos.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious.
And so, you know, it's where we lived, where I grew up. So everybody, you know, you come out there, you know, all fucking fire and brimstone, want to go fucking stop everybody, do all this stuff. So here I am, you know, out making all these traffic stops and all this other stuff. And I walk up to the door. I'm like, hey, Kevin, how you doing?
They're like,
How's
God
your
damn
day?"
it.
Yeah, I mean, for 3 months, everybody either knew my brothers, knew my parents,
Yeah.
something, you know. So my bosses are getting mad because I'm not coming back with any tickets.
Yeah.
You know,
Of
where's the
course.
tickets and all this stuff? I said, everybody, you put me in my neighborhood where I grew up.
Like, I can't write these motherfuckers tickets.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's no action out there, to begin with.
Yeah,
So there's not much to do besides stop people. And most of the people, knew me or my family.
Yeah.
So I asked to be moved. So they moved me to that rough and tumble Tierra Santa neighborhood.
There you go.
Yeah. So I didn't know anybody there, but that was full of action. I mean, basically, what we did is another guy that worked a beat over from me. What is it, Santo? No, I think it's Santo right off the 52 that takes you up to.
Yeah.
So that was
It
what
runs
we did.
parallel to 15.
Yeah. So that's what our job was, because when you see a police car on the freeway and he exits, what's the next thing you do?
Speed up.
Speed the
speed
fuck
up.
up.
Yeah. So we'd sit there, me and my buddy, we'd take turns. We'd start off, off the 163 or whatever, on the 52. We'd drive and they'd get off on Santo. Everybody would speed up, and then you'd fucking fly down the hill and fucking black out and go fucking, that was the only thing you could do.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yeah. 'Cause everybody speeds up. So, I mean, that was my excitement for the first year or so. Then
That's cool.
I finally got moved down to City Heights, that's where I ended up meeting Joe.
Okay.
And then we were riding together. And then
So
there's a program.
Who's Joe? Is that your partner? Or is
Yeah,
that...
he was our partner,
Okay.
friend of ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Through Joe's how I met him,
Oh, okay.
because their wives were best friends.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's how we met back in the late 90s.
Yeah.
Dang, you guys have known each other a long time.
So there's this program that Clinton started trying to get cops in neighborhoods through the HUD office where they lost homes, whatever.
Yeah.
They offered them to cops at fucking nothing.
Yeah. Housing and urban development.
Right.
Whoa.
So I ended up getting a house. It was the first one in the program up in Oceanside, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,600 square foot house. I got it for $40,000.
Whoa. Wow.
40 grand?
$40,000. You just had to live in the neighborhood.
This was in the 90s, right?
Yeah. You just had to live there for 3 years, dude. It was
Holy
right
shit.
next to Camp Pendleton. It was like planned community. It was perfect. But
That's
dude, I was
awesome.
paying more on my Jeep Cherokee than I was for my
Probably paying more in gas, getting back and
Yeah,
forth.
shit. But you just had to live in Oceanside.
Wow.
And then Joe got one about 3 miles from me. He got an apartment, a condo,
Yeah.
a 3-bedroom, badass, brand new condo. He got that for $38,000.
Yeah.
36 or 38,000. He got it. You just had to stay there for 3 years and all this other stuff. But of course, with a bunch of cops, they screwed it up. They'd buy it and rent it to a guy from the academy or something like that.
Yep.
And they ended up taking the thing away.
Sounds
But
like you guys screwed
Yeah.
any good deal.
Yeah.
Oh, you screw up a good deal. And they did. And but that's how we met, through Joe, because Joe and I were partners, and their wives, his future wife and Joe's wife, were best friends. And that's how we ended up meeting.
Yeah. Gabby and Joe's wife went to like high school together and shit.
Yeah.
They're still, they work together still to this
Oh, wow.
day. So, but yeah, and Joe's San Diego sheriff.
Yeah, he left, had bounced around, left me. And then, so I went from patrol from that. And then I ended up working narcotics for about 2.5, 3 years. Like I said, I grew my hair out. And I ended
Which
up
that was the funniest fucking shit. Go ahead.
I got those because like I said, my dad was buttoned up. I mean, no, keep your hair short. I come home with one of those magnetic earrings and all that stuff. Go visit my folks. My dad sees me, bow, right in the jaw. I hit the deck, and he's standing over me. He says, "I will not have any faggots in my house." I said, "These are fucking fake, dude." I said, "It's for work." And he just fucking walked off, and I'm fucking bleeding. And my mom walks up. She goes, "Well, I guess if you're gay, don't tell your father." So I'm just like, "Fuck."
God damn. Don't come out of the closet, Kevin.
But dude, this is why I was, because he was already pissed because I was growing my hair out so I could braid it. He was already pissed about that. And then I showed up a couple weeks later with those magnetic earrings, and that was it. Just fucking, boom, just fucking yoked me.
Yeah.
Like I said, he was 5'10". He didn't give a shit.
Yeah. Well, I think that was the first time I ever met you was up in Oceanside. It was at Aaron's birthday, Joe's son's birthday party. And I had just started dating Gabby. So I didn't know anybody at this fucking party, met a few people. And then I think the next time I saw you was at Joe's house or some shit. And you were, dude, cornrows, the fucking hair and shit. I'm all, goddamn. I'm like, you still with the PD? You're like, yeah, man, I'm fucking doing
pretty gangster, dude.
doing fucking narc, you know, and yeah, and then dude, we started getting closer, and then it was one of those things where the PD would always go do like Baker to Vegas, which is this like fundraiser. They would run this fucking marathon.
You get a team of like 15 guys, and you start in Baker,
California.
You do like a fucking 2-mile stretch, depending on how flat or how many hills. Oh, yeah. Then he would take the next leg. 3 miles if it's flat.
All the way to Vegas?
All the way to fucking Vegas.
Holy
he would do a leg.
shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they do it every year. And it's fucking worldwide. Departments from all over the world come and do this.
Dude,
Dang.
So the first year I ever fucking hear about this, like Joe, you guys are going to like take a minivan or some shit to Vegas. And I'm like, what? Wait, what is it? And they're talking about like running and shit. And like, I was already like, yeah, I'll fucking go. So we go to fucking Vegas, and dude, we like roll right. I mean, we're drinking the whole time. We're like just boozing,
drinking, right?
Minivan. He's got like some new guy like driving the fucking van for us and shit.
Wait, so hold on. So you guys are taking the van, and people are driving, people are running, and then you swap. And then
No. We didn't participate.
We didn't participate. We went straight to fucking Vegas.
Yeah, because after the race, there's a huge fucking party.
Okay, so they start like 3 days prior. You're just like, I'll meet you guys in Vegas.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. So like the whole weekend, we're partying in Vegas, and people are coming in like, Friday night. They're like, yeah, we did we ran our whole thing today or whatever. I don't know how many miles it is. It's got to be like 40, 50 miles.
That's more than that. Dude. It's more than that.
It's a couple hundred. That's a
is it?
It's a 5-hour drive from here, so it's got to be 3 hours at least from over there.
Yeah, because some of the legs are like 8 or 9 miles.
It's like 250 miles, probably something like that. I would think.
Yeah, because some of the legs where it's flat, they're like 8 or 9, 10 miles, and you get the guys that run that one. Mm-hmm. You get the guys that are really good who run the hilly shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
but for the flat shit would be for just regular runners.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy.
But fuck all that. Yeah, we weren't doing too
runs. Minivan sounds like a jam, dude.
It's 93 miles.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was a couple hundred.
Yeah, Las Vegas to Baker's 93 miles.
Yeah,
so which is still more than 50.
Yeah. We just fucking went there and just waited for them to come.
Oh, dude, it was fucking awesome.
There's a host hotel where they had a huge fucking bang out once the whole thing was over.
Yeah,
and that's what you went to. But other than that, you just partied and fuck around.
Yeah, like I remember the first few times we went, it was always at the fucking the Rio.
Yeah. So
we go to the Rio, and dude, we've been drinking the whole fucking way. I mean, we're drinking beers. Somebody rented a minivan, right?
Yeah.
Rented a minivan. We got a fucking cooler of beer sitting in the fucking minivan. I'm trying to remember the new guy's name.
Wait, that sounds illegal. There's no way a bunch of cops would do that.
Dude, the bastards, I don't know if it was that trip or whichever one it was, but we stopped somewhere just to fucking take a piss, and we opened the door of the van, all the fucking cans and all the shit
dude.
fucking
shit
fall
everywhere,
out.
Dude,
we go, there's like 8 or 9 of us. We all go running out and pissing all over the place. Everybody's, whoo. We come back, as we're getting back in the van, we look, there's a fucking couple of CHP cops just sitting there watching us.
Yeah, just shaking their heads.
They're fucking looking. We picked up all the cans, threw them in the van, and we got in the van and we left. They never did a thing.
Yeah.
But there's like 8 or 9 of us.
Yeah.
And, it's not like we're all small dudes and they're just like, fuck it.
They probably knew what they were looking at.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was me, you, Joe, and I don't know who else. Yeah. All 3 of us are over 250 fucking pounds,
Like, we can't fit all these guys in our squad car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, it was a 15-person van for like 10 of us. That's how big the fucking van was, because we needed room for the coolers and room for all of us. It was a big 15-person van.
This does sound like a platoon.
Dude, it's fucking awesome, though, dude. We roll up to the fucking
5 hours, dude. Fucking on the road. Just,
Yeah. Dude, roll up to the Rio, fucking drink, like, all right, let's go down to the pool. Then go check in our rooms and shit. Dude, this is like the first time I really hung out with this guy in fucking Vegas. I mean, we drank at fucking Joe's house other times too, but dude, we'd go walking in, we go out the door and the pool's right there. Dude, this motherfucker's got all his clothes on, his fucking shoe or flip-flops, and like literally just like jumps in the fucking pool, fucking all his clothes on and shit. We're like, God damn, dude.
Dude, I was out in the I can't remember what trip this was. I had a football filled with fucking Coke and Bacardi. There's a football with a fucking straw, and I'm in the lobby greeting everybody as they're coming in. Welcome to the fucking Rio and all this other shit.
It's like the mayor of fucking Vegas right here.
Out of my gourd. Just out of my gourd. I'm just standing right in the middle of the lobby with my football. welcome to the Rio and all
People
those
are like, yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah. Going up and hugging all these girls. And I forgot who it was comes up. How did you know her? I said, I don't. Just out of my
I'm the
gourd.
mayor.
Yeah. But dude, yeah, Baker to Vegas was a good time.
Pre-marriage.
Yeah.
But one of the times he came down late and he comes to try to catch up. He grabs a bottle of Jack. We're all in the pool just fucking getting hammered. And he's standing there with the bottle of Jack just fucking. It's just fucking.
That doesn't sound like Kevin.
He's, I got to catch up. And then JC, one of our other buddies, is all, you mean to tell me this is our last line of defense?
He's like, he's like tip of the spear.
This is the tip of the spear, and he's just fucking, I got to catch up. Just
Tip of the bottle.
Yeah. Dude.
And he's just looking up because he's right underneath him. He's all, you mean to tell me he's our last line of defense?
Oh, dude. Just laying on the side of the fucking pool, like just roll over.
Just throw him in. Is he alive or throwing water on him?
Dude, my favorite story from, one of my favorite stories from one of those trips, because, dude, we did this, I don't know how many years in a row, for probably fucking 10 years, maybe.
Dude, we did a lot of them.
And,
Sounded like fun.
Oh,
It was
dude.
a good time.
Yeah. Do they still do it?
Oh, yeah. They just don't know it like we did.
Yeah. Now it's probably like, oh, no, we really got to practice for this. And like, but
Dude, and he just attracted violence.
oh, I don't
Wherever
know
we went.
why, dude.
There's this 2-level bar that we're at, and this dude was just eye
The
fucking
masquerade
him.
bar.
Yeah, he just eye fucking him, and he tries to fucking
It happens, bro. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
wherever we go. It seemed like for
All three,
couple
we were
years.
literally just sitting there drinking and like watching
and
people
this
walk
guy's
by.
just eye fucking him, and we're like, here we go.
I'm like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, and he tries to jump over the fucking wrought iron little thing there, catches his foot. Bam! His head hits the fucking deck, splits his fucking nugget.
Kevin's like, I win.
No, he comes up and gets in his face, and Kevin just goes, wipe your face.
The dude was like fucking bleeding, dude. And the dude's all like woozy
he
and
fucking
shit.
split his grape, dude, and Kevin just takes a drink and goes, wipe your face. The dude fucking freaks out and he leaves. It was
Dude,
hilarious.
it was fucking
But
hilarious.
for a good year or two stretch, wherever we went,
Yeah.
Dude, it's crazy,
I
man.
don't know what it was.
I remember being at the team, and a lot of the older dudes were like, we'd tell these stories coming back, and like, why are you guys getting in fights all the time? Like, bro, we don't, like, it's not us. Like, motherfuckers just come up
Yeah.
and starting shit, or they'll start swinging. Like, we don't instigate these things. And they're like, they just, like, that never happens. I'm like, bro, do you never go out? But then I realized it's not that they don't go out. I think it's just that for whatever reason, some things happen to certain people more than others for whatever fucking reason, man. And I was, thank God I'm less of that now.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't go out that often anymore. But holy shit, man, there was a time where
Just
like
attractive violence, dude.
you
It's
went out
fucking
and it was
weird.
like, dude.
dude, we're at this bar, up against the wall, a little table comes out like this where we're sitting here. He's here, I'm here, Joe's here, and I forgot who else was there, but we're at the end of the table. So he gets up to go get a couple more pictures, and as he goes up to get the pictures, this fucking midget jumps off the fucking stool.
That was at Effins.
Effins bar. The little midget comes over and starts talking shit to him, and he comes back and sits down. Dude,
He tries to give me a shoe wedge. I'm wearing flip flops.
no. So he comes back. He's just talking shit to him. But like I said, the table's right here, and we're sitting here, and the midget comes up, and no bullshit. He comes right to the table. So he you can only see from this high from the table because he's standing there. And since I'm sitting right next to him, he goes to Kevin, goes, nigger lover. We're just like,
Yeah.
we're just like,
I'm
what
all
the
like,
fuck?
what the fuck?
What
Whoa.
the fuck? And he sits
Whoa.
there and he turns around and he walks back up and he hops back in his seat. I'm just like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? And
So
then he-
holds a shotgun and walks back.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck?
And so he gets up to go take a piss. The little fucker jumps down, and that's when he fucking tries
Yeah.
to give you a flat tire.
He tries to give me a flat tire on my fucking flip flop. He like tries to smack.
He's stepping on him, and he goes to the bathroom. The little fucker goes back up, and he climbs up on his stool, and he's just sitting there. So he comes back, and there's a jukebox that's playing. And he's sitting there, and he goes, how big of an asshole would I be if I picked that fucker up and throw through that jukebox?
But it was funny, dude. I was wearing my my belt buckle it had drink, fight, fuck on it. And it's got a bottle opener on it.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Dude, the fucking when the dude tried to give me a shoe wedge, I turned and his fucking head was like right here, like belly button level. He tried to headbutt me in the nuts, and he hit his fucking forehead on my belt buckle.
Oh my god!
And like his nose probably did hit me in the fucking dick or something, but like his fucking forehead, and he steps back and he goes like this, and it didn't like cut him or anything. And that's when I went to the bathroom. I came back, and by then he was sitting in his bar. But I looked at them, and I'm like, dude, what kind of an asshole I've been if I just fucking kick him across the room or pick him up and hug him?
Yeah. Out of the way.
They were like, oh, great, this guy's picking on fucking midgets.
And we're telling the security guard, we're like, hey, dude, this guy's about to get fucked up. We don't want to fuck up this midget.
Yeah.
And the guys, they just leave him alone. He's harmless, whatever. And then not too long later, these two guys come in with this black girl, and they sit at the table right behind us. And he does the same thing, goes up, nigger lover, to the dudes. And so finally, security fucking get the little fucking guy and threw him out.
Get the fuck out of here, dude.
But it just started with, he just looked at him and just fucking...
That's what I mean. Some people just like, they've got like I want to get my ass beat fetish or something.
I don't know what the fuck, man.
Yeah.
But, dude, probably the funniest fucking shit from Baker to Vegas. Well, there's a couple different ones, but I remember one was we were out there fucking at the pool drinking and shit, and this guy disappears. He goes in like, I'm gonna gamble. He's at the table, probably up a couple hundred and shit, and then I don't remember what triggered it because we were all pretty fucked up, but I think Joe came outside and was like, hey, Macon's getting fucking rolled up, and we're like, God damn it. So we go inside, and dude, security's got you. And I mean, not like he's in cuffs or anything, but they're just like, like, hey, calm down, calm. And dude, he's like, somebody stole my fucking shoes. And dude, he's standing barefoot. Go ahead.
So I'm at a blackjack table. First of all, like you said, I jumped I had all my clothes on, so I'm dripping all over the table. They tell me to step back because I'm all fucked up. So I'm up at like a couple $100, but I go take a piss. So I go take a piss and I come back, and when I left, my flip flops are right there. Take a piss, come back. I start winning. I'm up at another couple $100, and I look down. I'm like, where's my fucking flip flops? So I just start bitching, and I'm asking the guys at the table, hey, you see somebody come? They're like, no. Ask the dealer, hey, did somebody come take a pair of my Michigan flip flops? You can't miss them. They're fucking blue and yellow. So I'm start raising the holy hell. The pit boss comes over here. I'm all, I want my fucking flip flops. Turn on the cameras and shit. Find out who fucking took them. So the next thing you know, dude, there's all these fucking security guards are all fucking around, and I'm fucking losing my mind. I want my Michigan flip flops. Blah, blah, blah. And then this fucking guy comes over. He goes, you mean these? I'm like, yeah, where were they? They're at your table. When I went and took a piss, I came back, I started playing at a completely
totally different table. Dude, he walks up with his flip-flops and he's got a grip of fucking chips, too. They're like, hey, here's your chips, too, by the way.
Where are they? They're at your table. Yeah. I was so fucked up, I just came back, I started playing at a completely different table.
Like, sorry.
Dude.
They're all sorry. All the security left. I'm
all those places, like, they make it purposely hard to navigate a casino.
Oh, dude, yeah. It's not like the bathroom could be like right there, dude. You gotta weave through all these fucking tables and all this shit.
It's hard to get out.
Yeah.
In a maze.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
fucking funny shit. But then the other one I was gonna say was the Warren Sapp thing.
Oh yeah.
With the cornrows.
So I was in Cabo San Lucas with another buddy, and we walk in, and like I said, I got my cornrows. I think Tampa just won the Super Bowl or something like that. It's pretty close to that. So we walk in this fucking nightclub, DJ and all this other shit. We're looking around, having a good time, and all of a sudden you hear this, Warren Sapp's in the house. Warren Sapp's in the... They had a Playboy golf tournament that same weekend, so there's a bunch of celebrities in town. So, yeah, like, dude, I'm looking all around looking for Warren Sapp.
Like, where is he?
And all this shit, and I look at the DJ, and the DJ goes like this, right to me. I'm like, oh, shit. And I pointed back to him, Warren Sapp's in the house. And he starts playing all his music. Dude, for the next hour and a half, I'm fucking taking pictures and all this shit. I'm signing autographs. These fucking little fucking Jose.
Yeah. Because, dude, you had a goatee.
I had a goatee and everything, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And so little fucking Javier is bringing me buckets of fucking Coors Light. So we're drinking. I'm signing autographs. And I'm sitting there thinking, I said, when these people go back, hey, I met Warren Sapp. The friend of me, who the fuck is that? That's not Warren.
That's Kevin Macon.
Yeah. But dude, for a straight hour and a half or so, dude, but I'm all, dude, we need to get the fuck out of here before the real Warren shows up.
Yeah. Like, is Warren really here?
Yeah. But dude, yeah, but Warren Sapp. I'm sitting there looking for Warren. I'm like, shit, I want to see him.
Did he play at the U?
He played at the U. He was gone, but he wasn't there when we played.
Yeah.
How big is Warren?
He's about 6'3", 6'4".
He's a big boy too.
He looks huge.
Yeah.
He's wide, dude.
Yeah.
He's like probably 320 or something like that.
Yeah. When he played, he
He's
probably
monster.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw him fighting, what was that? Not K1, but what's that Japanese UFC
Pride?
version? Yeah, it's Pride. He fought some dude in
Did
Pride,
he?
I think.
Warren Sapp did?
Maybe it wasn't that, but it's like some tough man.
No, you're thinking Bob Sapp.
Ah, okay.
Bob Sapp. He's a different dude.
They're different people?
Yeah. No. I got a fucking story about that dude. So that dude lived in Thailand when we were filming that Spike Lee movie out there. Bob Sapp was he had an affiliation with Spike Lee because the movie he had just made, Spike Lee had just made this movie. It was about a cop infiltrating the Klan. It was with Adam Driver. I can't remember the name of the movie.
Oh, yeah,
I'll look at it.
yeah.
But the name of the movie is the main guy is the black guy that infiltrates part of the Klan. His last name is Sapp. It was Bob Sapp's dad.
No shit.
It was fucking crazy.
Wow.
But Bob Sapp, the guy is you know the movie The Longest Yard with Adam Sandler?
I think so.
So the
There's a
great
remake.
big fucking black dude that's
Yeah.
like, you broke it, my nose.
Oh, yeah.
That's Bob Sapp.
Wait, so Bob Sapp and Warren Sapp are both huge football players.
Yeah.
Bob Sapp's not a football player,
Oh, he didn't?
but he's a fucking. He might have been.
What did he do before?
He's a fighter. He's a fucking. He's a Pride K1 kickboxer and Pride fighter.
I'm thinking
He
of a
might have
diff-
played football.
I'm thinking of a different guy then, because this guy was not like a skilled fighter, but he was fucking massive, like way bigger than a
Dude,
normal
that's
fighter.
Bob Sapp.
What?
He is fucking huge. He's ripped to shit, man, and he's got little legs like any of us do. But yeah, but no, he's a big fucking dude. But
No
yeah,
shit.
he probably played football. I will have to look up his
I'll
stuff.
check
But
that out, yeah.
dude, he was a fucking amazing guy. So I ran into him. We're at one of the parties we do. Like the cool thing about Spike Lee joints, Spike Lee fucking films is, dude, we had a. What did we do? We had a pre and a post. Like, dude, we had probably 5 parties in the like 3 or 4 months that I was, or more like 4 or 5 months that I was in Thailand. But dude, any reason to have a party, it was like, hey, fucking, we're halfway through filming. Let's have a party. But yeah, like the first time I ran into Bob Sapp, he was living in I think Bangkok. But we were filming in Chiang Mai, but Bob was up there.
Chiang Mai?
Yeah, and he was trying to start a fight, not a fight
gym?
club. No, like almost like a UFC, like a fight championship
yeah,
series.
okay.
Trying to start this fight series that was almost like Pride, and he was gauging it different, but he wanted it was more like the UFC of old, where dudes fought like multiple people in one night.
Oh, like a bracket? That's so tough.
So he was trying to do
That's
it.
crazy.
Yeah, but he was going to have, at least from what I remembered, it was going to have, weight division. So it wasn't just going to be like Hoyce Gracie fighting like some 300-pound fucking dude. It was like, it was still going to be in weight classes, but it was going to be like a fucking huge party and multiple rings. So you could just go around and you could watch the fucking, how like they have like not battle the bands, but you have like huge fucking concerts and there's multiple fucking stages and
I was thinking like strip clubs, like multiple stages.
that too. But yeah, but
What is that?
Oh, yeah.
But it was the way he was explaining to me. I'm like, dude, that's kind of a good idea. It was almost like a block party.
Mhm.
You know, how you like walk down like PB Block Party. You used to have a fucking bar, or not a bar, but a fucking stages on like multiple.
Dude, PB Block Party was a jam. I feel so bad for people that never got to experience
Yeah.
PB Block Party, but more importantly, like drinking on the bay, like 4th of July when you can
Yeah.
drink on the bay.
Dude,
Top 5 places in the world
dude,
to party.
I just remember
Unfucking
living
PB
down there
Block Party.
with
Oh,
neighbors. I mean, dude, like right there on Hornblow between Cass and Dawes, like one of the first places I had down there. And like, dude, it's like a Saturday and you're like, oh, fuck, what do you want to do? Like, dude, let's get a case of beer and we'll go camp out in front of fucking Lahaina's where you knew there were people coming in and out.
Yeah.
Super fun.
If you had to piss, you just go to Lahaina's, take a piss in there, or you could go in the water and piss. But literally, you're sitting up against the fucking wall. As long as you weren't putting beers on the wall,
Right. Yeah,
it was legal to
yeah.
drink and
Yeah.
shit. Which the shit blows my mind.
Yeah,
how,
I remember that Denny's that was right there. I think it was at Garnett. And,
Oh, the famous Denny's.
Yeah.
Remember that Denny's? Dude,
Mission and Garnett.
Dude, the next day I woke up and I'm behind the fucking, the parking, those little yellow blocks.
Yeah.
For some reason, I laid down right in that little space. There's a concrete wall. And in between those spaces, I just fucking,
Well, shit, now that's commonplace.
I know. I think that Denny's is gone now, though.
Yeah, now
they
it's something
replaced it.
else.
Well, it burned down for a while, and then it was vacant for like 6 or 8 years.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I've never seen a place that high value be that out of commission for that
long. Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty wild.
Because that burger place is right across the street,
Fat
too.
Burger.
Fat Burgers, that's right.
Oh, no, Fat Fish.
No, Fat Burger.
There's a
Wait,
Fat
what?
Burger there. It was across the
Fat
street from
Burger.
that Denny's. That Denny's was right here. You go across the street, there used to be a Fat Burger right there.
You're talking about the one caddy corner used to be the
Yeah,
old
yeah.
Ox,
Yeah.
What?
which is
Yeah.
something else
Oh, you're
now.
talking about maybe 90s, early 2000s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. It
Yeah.
was a Fat Fish after that, and then now it's I forget the name of it, but it's a cool place now. It's
Yeah.
very different vibe though. It's like an OC vibe.
Mm.
But the funny thing is, like, what pisses me off about that cancellation of the drinking on the beach was that their validation for that thing was total bullshit. Like they're like, oh well, they had a big riot, and then
Dude, I was
So-
there for that, dude. Ooh.
no shit. So that
It was bad.
as a police officer,
Oh,
as a-
yeah.
So interesting thing. I was there, but I wasn't at that part because it happened at the beach. I was at the
Wait, what was
bay.
it?
So when they
It
stopped,
just went to shit on 4th of July.
yeah.
Oh,
so
oh,
they,
yeah,
they
yeah,
stopped.
yeah.
They
We're out
stopped
there
drinking on the
fucking
beach for it.
Yeah, pepper guns. I mean, people just, people are all fucked up.
Yeah.
So the story that I got, because I was on the bay. I'm usually on the bay, not because the beach is pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah.
But I saw the video of it, and there's this like mob versus cops basically. And they're saying that, like, well, a person stole one of the cops' ATVs, which from the video I saw, it didn't actually happen. Like, somebody took off with it, and then somebody else from the crowd was like, hey, get the fuck off that. And was like, not even on it, just like holding it for the cop. And
Yeah.
the cop came, and they rolled
fucking
that guy out.
lumped his ass
they
up.
lumped him
I'm
up,
like,
dude.
bro, like I got this for you. Like I stopped the guy from doing it. So this whole thing was like this big, like, oh, this big fucking mob thing. And you watch the video, it's not what actually happened. It was like some people were being jackasses. The crowd was kind of like self-correcting, and the cops kind of went overboard and were like, well, and then that got blown out of proportion.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you can't drink on the fucking beach anymore. But you
Yeah.
were there. Like what happened with that?
Yeah, dude, just people, like you said, it wasn't that big of a thing, but once we show up, a crowd comes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, all hell broke loose.
That's
The
a
next
big
thing you know,
fucking deal.
yeah, it was a big, there's thousands of people.
Yeah.
So they broke out their little pepper guns and they were just, to get everybody back. It was hilarious. I mean, it was afterwards it was hilarious, but it was pretty crazy. But yeah, then they fucked it up because, I go to the beach too,
Yeah.
but they really don't, they know me, so I didn't get fucked with. But, you didn't want to have to fucking deal with, some boot cop coming up and try to jam you up.
Well, it took
Yeah.
many, I wouldn't say many years, but it took several years. They would vote on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they got to a point where you could only drink north of the pier or some shit, or
Something stupid,
south of the
dude.
pier.
There was a
or-
couple years they changed it, and then that got to Flotopia, where you could take
yeah, as long as you're
non-motorized, or had to have a
as long as you're in the
non-motorized.
water.
Yeah, and then it had to be motorized, so people would put like a little like half horsepower engine on like a floaty like, cruise out there.
Yeah, yeah.
It got some shenanigans, and then
Yeah,
it
it was crazy.
It backed off completely, where it was basically dead for like 10 years. It was dead for a long time. It's been actually pretty good now.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the reason for that is whether they're not enforcing it as much anymore. If that's happening, thank you, STPD,
Yeah.
for not enforcing it as
Yeah.
much. Or if people are just being more careful with drinking and not being overt about it. Because the thing is, if you're out there with a fucking drink,
Yeah, they're gonna.
they have to do something
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of red Solo cups.
Yeah,
You're
exactly.
not going to jam those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you put it in like something else that doesn't look overtly
Yeah.
like you
Right.
drink on the beach, then
Right.
it gives them an excuse
Well,
to
they have
like,
those
hey, I didn't see
skins
it.
now
Yeah.
too. You can put it's like, it's a Dr Pepper.
Yeah, exactly.
Like-
Or the other option is that like maybe just these people are actually out there having fun sober on the beach and not drinking, which blows my fucking mind. But
I mean, why do you go to the beach?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. But anyway, from a person who like we've all experienced that, and to see it now, I love that it's coming back. I love that people are actually going to the beach and the bay and enjoying it. Like me just walking down the boardwalk and seeing all that stuff. Like that's why I love PB, dude. That's why I love that little beach culture. You just get there and people go there to have a good time. And it's like, I find it re-energizing, dude.
And sit and fucking people watch, dude.
I love
that was the best fucking part.
Yeah,
At least, whenever I was going down there.
So entertaining.
And dude, it's just like a lot of talent too. At least you go down there, a
lot of G-strings, man.
Yeah, you're like, damn,
oh my God.
Damn, that dude must work out. But no, so I looked up Bob Sapp. He was a college football player for the Washington Huskies, and he won the Morris Trophy.
You got a picture of the guy?
Selected in the third round of the 97 draft by the Chicago Bears. Played one season, seeing no game action. Played the Viking. Blah 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 blah. But it says, this dude right here. I'll show you a picture of him. Maybe.
Yeah, that's the guy I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got to be like 320. I mean,
he's fucking jacked, dude.
Yeah, fuck.
But yeah, it says former mixed martial artist, kickboxer, professional wrestler, actor, football player. Sapp has a combined fight record of 24, 39, and 1, mostly fighting in Japan.
How did he lose that many times?
Huh?
How did he lose that many times? Fuck, you get tired because he's so fucking big.
Probably gassed,
You just lay on the guy like I'm taking a nap.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, he's 52. I mean,
fucking huge.
Yeah,
man.
Cody just looked it up.
Said he was 6'5", 330.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy.
Super heavyweight.
Yeah.
But yeah, he was a fucking really cool guy to talk to. Bob Sapp, if you're listening, reach out. I'd love to have you on the show.
So, wait, who's bigger, him or Warren Sapp?
Warren's not that big. He's not that heavy.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like that dude is, and Bob is fucking ripped as fuck, man. Like he was in his heyday. Like you see pictures, you're like, dude, that is one big fucking dude.
Like 330 shredded, dude. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Like it's hard to believe that's a human.
Like you look up some of those fighting videos, you're like, dude, how is that guy that big?
That's what I said. How did he lose that many times?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, probably the only thing I can think of is he wound up getting
tired.
Like went to the ground and somebody threw a fucking
gassed out,
arm bar or Kimura on him or something. But
it depends on the time frame too. There was a very like when UFC first came out, it was accelerated and then it kind of leveled off, and then it got. I feel like the recent years, it's leveled off a little bit recently, but there was a ramp of acceleration like the mid 2010 area.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man! The guys were fucking unbelievably.
Warren's 6'2", 300. So I was same height as him, but I wasn't 300 pounds. I was only 280.
God, that's massive.
That's it. Yeah. Yeah. So going from, undercover working with cornrows
so I went from that, went back to patrol for a couple of years, and then I went to the gang suppression team, working gangs in the uniform. And we used to go to the beach on Sundays because that's when our gangsters used to go down there. But we run into some other drunk guys and all this other stuff. The best line was this one fucking guy, do you know who my dad is? Jamming him up. And I'm just like, dude, that's not a conversation for you and me. I said, you need to go to the liquor store, buy a couple bottles of wine, go sit down with your mom and try to figure that out. Fuck you, you motherfucker. Fuck you.
Fucking pig.
You don't know what my dad is. I said, dude, sit down with your mom, man.
Was he wearing some salmon shorts and boat shoes? These motherfuckers, dude.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking funny.
Working the gang, dude, I remember, the first time you go grab somebody, hey, do you have any guns, bazookas, knives, anything that can hurt me? Remember the first time the guy goes, yeah, I got a gun in my waistband. Okay, we're doing okay. Don't do anything. Look at me. Don't do anything. I don't want to shoot you. But I'm going to grab the gun and all this stuff. But yeah, dude, it's just crazy.
Yeah.
Good times working gangs. Then I ended up getting promoted to sergeant. I left for a couple of years. Then I went back as a sergeant. Just a great time. Working, like I said, if you're going to be a cop, that's the unit you want to be in and chase those guys. Just talking with murder. Just talking to normal guys, just like, but they'll kill you.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah.
Just people think, San Diego's are great, but we got some fucking degenerate fucking murderers.
Who's like the scariest person that you've talked to? Like the scariest story where you're like, oh shit, that was fucking wild.
God, what was his name? Terry. God, I can't think of his last name. He was a West Coast Crip. But we saw him. We could just never get him on anything. You know, he killed somebody. We didn't have enough evidence to get him. We finally got one of the guys to flip on him.
Oh, really? And testify?
To testify. His name's Paris something. He always wore a Minnesota Vikings hat. But one night we get a call of a shooting down at Federal and Home. We go, and it's fucking Paris, just fucking laying there. We talked to his girlfriend. Terry had found out he fucking flipped, so he shows up at his house. And Donnie Brasco, remember when at the end when Al Pacino took off all his stuff and put it in a drawer and all that? He took off all his jewelry and all that stuff. That's what Paris did. He took off all his shit. Once he showed up, he took off all his shit, gave it to his girl, and they took him out and he fucking smoked him.
Just shot him in the front yard?
Just shot him on the street over there by that. There's that Coke or Pepsi thing over there.
Yep.
And he was over there on the sidewalk, just fucking done. His fucking Minnesota Vikings hat was on the ground. We're like, oh, fucking Paris. But there's another girl. His cousin was this chick. She was going to testify that he did it. But he found her and he beat the shit out of her and ended up smoking her down at Park and Market downtown in the gas lamp.
Yeah.
We found her there.
That's in the main part of downtown.
Yeah.
That's a hard person to kill somebody and get away with.
Everybody was afraid of him.
Yeah.
We chased this red Mustang. Wouldn't stop. One of the guys tried to stop him. We chased him all over the place. He got down the 94 by 30th where he fucking stopped right at the middle of the lane. Guys bailed out, jumped over the fucking rail, and took it across the freeway and ran. Me and my partner go up to the Mustang, and Terry's just sitting in the back. And he's just sitting there. He didn't run. So we get him out and handcuff him. I see him like a month or so later. I said, dude, what's happened to that fucking carjacking case? Because it was a blonde chick they stole it from Mission Valley. He goes, you think that bitch was going to testify against me? I'm all, well, apparently not. You know, you're still traipsing around out here. But they finally got him when he killed some other dude over on 30th and Logan or Market or something like that.
Yeah.
He got picked up for that. But before that, because like I said, I live over in Fletcher Hills, but you know, we went to the movie theater at Parkway Plaza, and I'm walking through with my family, my wife and two kids. And I say, hey mate, I turn around with him, and he comes walking over, and he's like, hey man, what's going on? I'm just like, hey, what's going on, dude? Is this your family? I say, yeah, that's my wife Lisa, my kids, Grace and John. He's like, oh hey, so those are my kids over there. I'm like, all right, bro, I see you.
No
right,
shit.
man. Yeah, dude, just
wow.
Like a normal interaction.
That's some
dude.
straight heat interaction, bro.
But dude, you deal with those guys all the time, man. There's a bunch of them in this town, man.
Is there like
crazy.
a mutual respect in that? Where like, hey,
as long as you don't disrespect them, the whole thing with you have to be able to talk to people.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, that's why there's so many problems because everybody's on their fucking phones all the time. They don't know how to communicate with people. I never disrespected them. I could talk to them. Yeah, guys wouldn't turn their back on him when we were dealing with him. But, you know, him and I, we were good because I never disrespected him. He did disrespect me. I treated him with respect.
Just professional.
Yeah, just professional. Yeah. That's all you got to be, man. Once you start acting, I mean, just because you have that fucking badge on you, you got to earn the respect. Just because you have it, you don't get respect.
Yeah.
But you got to treat people well. And
how many different...
What's that cartoon with the sheepdog and the fucking coyote that he keeps going after? And they check in, they check out, they clock in, clock out.
Yeah. But how many different gangs and shit are? I mean, I'm sure they all have their own. Like Southeast has their own shit.
Yeah, dude, they have their own areas. And once you catch them in their area, like as soon as there's a shooting in Southeast, because it's all different areas: 5-9 Brim, Lincoln Park, Skyline, O'Farrell. There's all these gangs down there, and you know. So once there's a shooting in one area, you know who did it. So you just got to hurry up and get to the area to where these guys live to try to catch them getting back to their house. You know,
okay.
You know, we've caught a bunch of guys, you know, trying to get back to the house. You know, we got pursuits, guys running all over the place, throwing guns. You know, running through yards.
Why wouldn't they just go, if they know that's the MO? Why wouldn't they just go stay at a hotel for the night or something?
I don't know. But you chase them through these yards, dude. And we used to I'm too big to try to climb over a fence and all this other stuff. So we finally learned it's quicker just to run through a wooden fence instead of fucking jumping over it. But you got to remember to lift your feet, because my dumb ass, one of the times I did it, I forgot about, because the fence, they have the crossboards, and my foot got caught when I ran through, and I fucking it falling, and fucking we lose the guy. But yeah, it's crazy.
Some of those grappling nets.
Yeah, like Batman, dude.
There's the one guy we were chasing. He was going through these yards, and one of our guys, Ryan Hallahan, great dude, but we're chasing him, and the guy gets to the fence, and he's trying to climb over it. He just fucking punches through the fucking wooden fence, grabs him, and rips him through it. What? We're just fucking. Yeah, dude, it's crazy. But
yeah,
that's awesome.
All these dudes, like I said, we treat them with respect. We take them to jail. We book them in. The guys would always, hey man, sorry, I ran. I just figured you guys weren't going to catch me. But dude, we're like, hey,
like,
no
yeah,
problem.
I get it.
Yeah, hey, dude, I don't blame you. But dude, I can't tell you how many times these fucking guys, they're just like, hey, I'll see you again. All right.
No shit, that's crazy. I had no idea that interaction was like that, dude, like professional level.
Yeah, especially with those guys, dude, because like I said, I mean, they're armed pretty much all the time. So
yeah,
like I said, I got through 30 and a half years. I never pulled the trigger. Came close a bunch of times, but never did.
Wow.
Damn.
Especially being in that unit for 19 years in different capacities, dude. It was crazy.
So when you guys are out like rattling chains and shit, you guys, like, you have a gang, it's gang suppression unit. Are you guys rolling in like multiple vehicles, or are you guys rolling like
our whole unit goes to our area? Hey, we're going to Lincoln Park. The whole unit goes there.
Like, how big's a unit? Like 10 dudes?
Probably 10 to 12 on a squad, with 2 squads, 10 to 12 to 14, so you got 7 or 8 cars. We all just saturate one area.
Oh, okay.
Drive around. We see people, grab them. We're talking to people all the time. You're getting 15, 20 contacts a day.
So when you like see some guy that is a gang member
or on probation or parole,
rolling down on the sidewalk or whatever, obviously, there's certain shit you can and can't do. You can't just walk up and frisk him because, I mean, if he's on parole, I think you can, right?
Well, if you know him, you know him.
Yeah.
And so, so your basis or your probable cause is, hey, we know this guy. We know he's done a couple of shootings and all that stuff. So we just pull up and grab them because we know they're on probation, parole. If they're not, then you just pull up and say, hey, bro, can I talk to you for a second? If they stop, that's implied consent. So we can get out. If they keep walking, you just drive right next to them until they stop or something like that.
Wait, so stopping is implied consent?
If I pull up on you, I say, hey, bro, can I talk to you for a second? And you stop, because we need, consensual contact is basically what it is, but it's consensual because you stopped.
I didn't know that.
So that's implied consent.
Taking notes, bro.
So if somebody comes up to you and says, hey, can I talk to you? Just keep walking. Make sure you hit the fucking button to cross that intersection. Don't just walk across or walk across the right hand, because by them, that's PC. But if you just keep walking and hit the button when you cross an intersection, don't walk in the middle of the street or whatever, we can't talk to you. Yeah, we can't talk to you until you do something. But if you stop, that's implied consent. So then we get out.
So once you stop, can you leave at any time, or is that you're stuck in the conversation?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah.
But normally they don't, because as soon as we get out, that's when we say, hey, you got any, guns, knives, bazookas, anything like that. Then we pat them down, make sure they don't have anything. And you go from there. Yeah. But those contacts, when something happens a couple months down the line and they're walking, and especially if you're with a group, you think who did the shooting, you can go back into the computer system, see who they're with, because we get their name, their address, the girlfriends, all that other stuff. So you go back in the computer base, kind of get an idea where they live, and you go over there, and that's how, we'll find them or, see them or whatever.
Wait, so if they
in the streets,
if they stop, then is that consenting to getting searched? Is that consenting to all the stuff?
No, it's consenting to the contact that we're making with you.
So then how do you get to the search level?
Because for our safety, we have to make sure you're not armed while we talk to you.
So the guy could literally just walk away at any time and be like, whatever.
Yeah, whatever, you can't do it.
Interesting.
Unless they do something. Unless you can say you're talking to them about some other information you might have, whatever, then they can't leave. But if you don't have that, you got to let them go.
Interesting.
Yeah, so if you just...
Because, you get mad because you don't have anything if they walk away, but you're going to see them again.
Yeah.
And they're going to do something. You just grab them then.
Yeah.
So that's the issue. So many guys, oh, you can't walk away from me. You know, they get that attitude and stuff like that. And that's when the next thing you know, you're on the ground fighting and doing all this other shit.
Yeah. And then nothing sticks. You're like,
and nothing sticks. Yeah. So,
Wow.
and then you're in IA, you know, try to justify.
no probable cause.
Yeah,
no,
nothing.
or, you know,
I never, dude, especially being in that unit for that long, I never had any complaints. I never had to sit in IA to get questioned. That helps. That helps. You know, there's no how many times I can tell you, I've been called Uncle Tom. I thought it was my name, Tom.
Yeah.
But dude, especially in Minnesota, talking about all the Somalis, those were the worst.
No
Fuck
shit.
You. Oh, fuck you, you American nigga. You're not even a real nigga. Fuck you, American nigga. I can't believe you're doing this job, Uncle Tom, motherfucker. I said, look, motherfucker, if it wasn't for us, you'd be fucking back home with a fucking straw skirt with 1,000 flies all over you. You motherfucker. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up and turn around.
Oh my God.
Fuck you, American nigga. You're not even a real nigga. I'm a real nigga. You're an American nigga. Fuck you.
No shit.
Damn.
Fucking Somalis
Oh
were the
my
worst,
God.
dude. But yeah, Uncle Tom, a bunch. Between boy and Uncle Tom, I got it, Tomboy.
You got it covered.
Wild, dude.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
wild.
I got my nicknames, Uncle Tom.
That's fucking crazy.
And boy.
Do you guys mind if I take a break? I gotta pee again.
Again?
I know, man.
Jesus.
Sorry.
So we're back in. And
Official.
yeah, so I've gotten on this fucking kick recently. Have you seen some of these like First Amendment auditors?
You're so fucking annoying, dude.
They're annoying as fuck, but at the same time, it's very informative because I think there's a right way and a wrong way to do it. Like there's some dudes who do it and go, okay, I get it. I'm just being a fucking prick. And there's other dudes that are just, I'm not touching you. I'm not touching you. I'm not, stupid shit like that.
Yeah, like the little brother shit.
Yeah. But it's fucking crazy. I've watched a lot of these now to a point where, and that's why I was asking, if you pull up and make like these consensual stops and, there's different levels of probable cause and fucking being able to search somebody and having that probable cause or detaining versus not detaining and being able to fucking, do shit like that. Like some of the stuff I had no fucking idea. Like obviously, having a level of understanding of first your rights, which I think every American should understand at least to some level, because I mean, you see some of these fucking cop dramas and it's funny as fuck, dude. Like you watch like Blue Bloods and they're like, oh, we're going to bring this guy in and put the fucking screws to him. And it's always like, he's going to spill the beans. And you're like, no, if the motherfucker just shuts the fuck up.
Right. And it happens like in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Dude, to sit down and interview with somebody, dude, you're in there for hours.
Oh, I bet.
And that's the crazy thing. I've got like Joe when he's working child abuse. Like I could never do that because you have to, in order for you to get the information you need, you got to sit there and befriend this dude and talk to him.
Yeah.
So this guy feels comfortable for you about why he buggered this kid. No way I could do that.
Yeah.
Sit there and talk to him.
And you gotta be non-emotional about it.
Yeah, dude, there's no way to do that. But with us, with these, these killers and stuff like that, it's different. But a little different. But yeah, it's just a trip. But knowing your rights, I mean, the best, especially for me, was dealing with like some of the like the Hells Angels or the Peckerwoods and stuff like that. When you stop them, they just roll the window down a little bit. They give you the license, and then you try to confirm that it's them and all this other stuff, and they just say read the back. So you flip the license over. They've taped the card of their attorney on the back of the thing.
Oh,
so they won't talk to you. Especially they won't talk to me. So I love it. Try to,
That's smart, dude.
Yeah, they just have their fucking attorney's card. If you want to talk, call my attorney. It's just a traffic stop.
Yeah,
your brake lights out or something.
But you can do that,
yeah, just
yeah. You don't have to talk to a fucking cop, man.
bro. I want to get some duct tape right now.
Well, I mean, the good thing with me is because of the And here's the funny thing, I was a reserve cop in New Mexico for a few years, but I don't know shit about.
I remember.
I don't know shit about shit.
Legality,
really.
Yeah.
But the good thing about that is I still have my retired badge.
Yeah.
So the good thing about that is, and granted,
And it's nice. I still got my badge too. So
I've gotten pulled over being a fucking dumbass, driving like a fucking retard. But what's the first fucking thing I do, man? I shut the fucking motor off. I roll all my fucking windows down. I fucking put my hands on the fucking steering wheel. And it's like, hey, and then they're like, hey, what's going on? I'm like, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm driving like a fucking retard. I wasn't paying attention or whatever.
You're right. Maybe traffic stop isn't the best place for that.
Yeah.
But and when I used to go to these community meetings to talk, because I figured, for me to go and talk to, these people in the Southeast and all that stuff, you get a better perspective of dealing with law enforcement, especially coming from me. So I tell them, when we pull you over, that's not the time to start, why'd you pull me over? Why?
Oh, yeah.
I said, the crazy thing is I get pulled over. My brothers get pulled over. The crazy thing is, I give my license, I give my insurance. And the crazy thing is I drive away afterwards with a ticket or not. Don't start going crazy.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one dude, I'm sitting at this light trying to go to breakfast one morning. And this fucking car just fucking blows this light. Almost hit somebody in the crosswalk, and everybody's looking at me like, "What are you going to do?" I'm like, "Fuck!" So I go, boop, pull the guy over.
Oh, you're working.
Yeah, I was working.
Oh, okay.
It was at night. That's right. This one was at night, and so I saw him blow the thing. And everybody's looking at me, so I pull the guy over. As a black dude, man, you motherfucker, fuck, you just pulled me over because I'm black. I said, I pulled you over because you're black. I said, you got to be kidding me. Yeah, man. I said, I pulled you over because one, you blew the light, and two, your brake light's out. Man, fuck you. I said, can you step out of the car for a second? And he's with a gal.
Man, fuck you.
He gets out of the car. And I said, Ash, can you ask your girl to step on the light or step on the brake? So she steps on the brake and he sees the things in it. I said, see, that's why I pulled you over. Besides blowing the light and almost hitting somebody, I said, let me show you one more thing. We walk over to the passenger side.
Pow! No.
I said, what color? Her window was still rolled up. There's tint on it. I said, what color is her shirt? He said, shit, I don't know. I said, how am I supposed to know that you're black? I said, look, you're about fucking 10 o'clock shade. That's how dark you are. And there's no way I'm going to see you with this tint on anything. I said, I'm 8 o'clock. I said, you're about 10 o'clock. I said, there's no way I was going to, man, fuck you, man. I said, dude, just slow down. Shit.
Yeah.
All right. All right, man. Fuck. All right, brother. Just, get in the car.
Yeah.
Man.
Love you, man.
Yeah. Man. Still, man, that's some bullshit. I said, don't run the fucking light.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. But
dude, I got a ticket for entering a left turn lane too early. What the fuck, bro?
Luckily, having that gold card I have, I've gotten out of it. A couple times we're on a surveillance and I had to go take a shit. So I'm hauling ass to the closest division in Southeast. And I'm going about 90 down Imperial.
Yeah.
And this fucking motor cop, I see him as I fucking fly by him. He fucking comes out. Woo! And I had my handheld radio and I just stuck it. I said, I got to take a shit before he even got to the car. And he just stopped, turned around, went back to the bike. I fucking hauled out. Like, oh, God. Didn't get back to my surveillance, but yeah. Man.
That's some professional courtesy, man.
Yeah. I mean, I've been pulled over a bunch of times. We were going to visit my family in Colorado. We drove with my family. That's the last time I'll do that. It took forever. But because I'm trying to make up time because we're making all these stops. And we're about 20 miles from New Mexico, and this Arizona Highway Patrol guy pulls me over. I was going 130. So he pulls me over. He's badge him and all this other stuff. And he's like, fuck, man. He's like, what am I supposed to do? I said, dude, you give me a ticket or give me a warning or let me go.
That's what we rolled to Tucson. Same shit.
Same shit.
Yeah.
And he goes back to his car and he comes back up and he's got me a warning for going 100. I said, dude, I'm a boss. I'm a sergeant. If you came back with that, I'd have your ass. I said, don't write that. He said, well, I put it over here that I stopped you. But tell him who I was and you let me go. But don't give me this fucking warning. He said, well, I have to do something. I said, dude, all right. I got a warning for going 100. Now, if I get in a car and I take off again and I nail somebody, they're going to find that warning.
Yeah. Now you got a paper trail.
Now you got to, got me a warning for going 100. That dude's ass and the department's in trouble.
Yeah.
They got paid. But yeah.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know how it worked.
Dude.
Yeah, dude, you don't do that. I mean, I've been pulled over a bunch. They just let me go, professional courtesy. Except when one of the times we went to we went to Tucson to go watch the Aztecs play in the tournament when Kawhi Leonard was there, dude.
Yeah.
And I got pulled over going about 120.
Yep.
And we're drinking the whole way there. So he's sitting in the back. I grabbed I had a big 32-ounce fucking rum and Coke or whatever the fuck I was drinking. I'm turning around and handing it to him. He's all trying to hide all the drinks.
He's drinking real quick.
Dude, got a bunch of got a bunch of like Yeti cups like between my feet and shit. We're all like,
you, Kev.
everybody shut up. Be quiet. Be cool.
And Joe kept telling us, dude, because we blew by like 3 or 4 border patrol. I'm like,
fuck those guys.
Yeah, fuck those guys. Those guys, we're not Mexican. But I blew by that fucking highway patrol guy, and it took him like a mile and a half to catch us. And I pulled over and I fucking badged him and said, we're all going out there. And Joe shows his badge and all this stuff. And I think you showed him your reserve badge and all that stuff, and so he fucking cut us loose.
I showed him his cock with wings.
Yeah. So he let us go. So he let us go.
We're all cops. So like, that ain't a real badge. I'm like, yeah, I know.
So yeah, we gotten away with a lot.
Yeah, that
So
shit
cool.
that was a fucking trip, man. We got pictures of fucking me like laying on the fucking ground.
Bushes.
Like,
We're at a gas station gassing up, and he's
blasted,
fucking falling all over the fucking floor and all. I got pictures of it. It's hilarious.
dude, stepped in a fucking hole, like twisted my ankle.
Bam!
Like,
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
yeah.
But
Which,
yeah, dude.
even if there wasn't a fucking hole, I would, yeah.
But talking about other stuff, you know, the carotid, I'm thinking of a story I'm thinking of at this park in the middle of 5-9 Brim, like 40th and Ocean View. And there's like 50 gangsters in there. And so we all go as a unit this one time. And this one guy's just running his mouth, just going crazy. And this guy, Toby, walks around him, kicks the back of his leg. He comes back, he fucking looks at that thing on there. His last name is Terranova, and we knew the guy. He was just being an ass. And Toby chokes him out. He's laying on the ground for about 15 seconds. He wakes up and, fuck you, Terranova. Fuck you, man. And we fucking help him up. I'm just dying laughing. But dude, we're
like,
in that.
stop being an ass.
Yeah, we're in that park because every year on May 9th, the 5-9 Brimstone, May 9th, they have their big party. There's hundreds of gangsters in this thing.
Yeah.
So there's target practice for the rival gang in the West Coast. So we pull up, our whole unit pulls up to go talk to all these people. And you motherfuckers need to go to La Jolla. Why you mess with us? Go to La Jolla. And on the other side of the park, sure as shit, this red Jeep Cherokee, Isidro, fuck, I can't think of his last name, but it was his Jeep, Mexican guy in a black gang. So, I mean, he should have had another car, but he rolls up and the back windows roll down and they just fucking light the park up. Why all of us are in it? We're all there just.
Oh, you guys are there too.
Our whole unit was there.
Whoa.
Fucking 15 cops, 20 cops with 100 people, but they just light up this whole fucking crowd while we're all there. So we run, get in our cars, and we fucking try to chase him. He ended up getting away, but we ended up catching him, a couple of weeks later. But yeah, he's doing 25 years for that shooting.
Holy shit.
But his kid is Isidro Vasquez, I think is his name. Isidro Vasquez Jr. He's at Linda Vista Crip. And he's up there and he's doing the same thing his dad used to do.
Damn, dude.
But yeah, it was crazy. They fucking lit up that park with us in it. They didn't give a fuck.
How do they think they're going to get away with that?
I don't know.
It's just that fucking lifestyle, man.
All these gang sets, they have their day. Like West Coast Crips has theirs, Skyline, because there's, the rolling 60s, rolling 70s. So in June and all that stuff, they have their party. They're all flamed out in red. Lincoln Park, St. Patrick's Day, because they're wearing their Lincoln Park. So they're all have their Celtic shit with the,
all
the clover,
green.
with the clovers and all that stuff. So they're easy. That's easy PC to stop them because they're flamed out on their gang day. So it's pretty crazy.
What if they just like the band?
we always ask him, who's the fucking point guard for the Celtics? I don't know.
Name 3 songs.
I don't know.
House of Pain. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty fucking crazy, man. Like there was something, God, I can't remember what the fuck it was. We were talking about before. It's probably like getting pulled over by the law enforcement, but the freeway fucking lawyers, dude. Like that shit kills me when you sit and
what are they called? The independent citizens or some shit?
well, no,
sovereign
not
citizens.
only, yeah, sovereign citizens. Not
They're
only
the worst, dude.
yeah,
They're the
not
worst.
only that, but it's like
I don't go by your laws.
Yeah, okay.
but, yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't driving. I was traveling.
I don't
Like,
believe in
traveling.
gravity. I'm
All
flying
right,
right now.
yeah.
Like, okay, sure you are.
But the fucking crazy thing is, like you said, you get pulled over, whatever. You don't even have to be fucking nice to the cop. But give me certain shit you have to do. You have to give them your fucking license. You have to prove you have insurance. You have
Basics.
A, B, C, and D. And then, dude, if you get a ticket, you get a ticket, but you're fucking alive to drive another day.
Yeah.
Go fight the shit in court.
Or take us and make a complaint.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
we had this one guy, one of my guys that worked for him, he pulled this guy over because he crossed against the red hand, whatever. He had his backpack on and he just wouldn't sign the ticket for crossing against the red hand. He's just being an ass. So they call me, he won't sign the ticket. So they call me, I come over, I'm explaining to him. I said, dude, you're not admitting guilt. You're just saying you're going to show up at court.
Yeah.
Just sign the ticket. You can be on your way. If you don't, we have to arrest you. Fuck you, man. I'm not signing all this other shit. Dude, I talked to this kid for about 5-10 minutes. He wouldn't do it. So I said, okay, hook him up. So they, handcuff him, search him, go through his backpack. He's got a fucking Glock.
What the fuck? And he
Like,
could have
dude,
got
you
away
would've
with
been on
it.
your way with your
What
ticket.
an idiot.
So
now he's got more problems.
Yeah, dude. That shit kills me. You know, watching any of those.
Now's not the time. That's not the time to fight it.
Yeah.
Just fucking sign and go.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. I've been pulled over a few times, and it's never, it's never a positive experience.
No.
Yeah.
But it's pretty like mild, Like I'm annoyed, but I'm like, I do all the things. 10 to 2, hands on the steering wheel, get my shit ready to go.
Yep.
Don't be threatening. Don't be an asshole. No big deal. That's been generally not very well. But I went to the courthouse the other day for some other stuff, and I accidentally got in some trouble at the courthouse.
No way.
Weirdo. And they were super nice. Sheriffs there were fucking awesome. They were super cool to deal with. They're like, hey, we totally understand. We got to do this. I'm like, hey, yeah, I get it. I was like,
Yeah.
dude, it was probably one of the best interactions I've ever had with an officer. I was like, dude, it was fucking great.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I first got promoted, I always used to tell my young guys, say, look, when you contact people, you got to realize you're trying to do your job, but it's the worst situation these people have ever gone through was dealing with us.
Yeah.
You got to realize that, because most of the time we're not dealing with people on a good note.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They've
you know-
done something.
Yeah, something's
You're not
happened.
pulling them over, giving them birthday
Right.
presents.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
if they call you or something, or you stop them, it's at their worst times.
Yeah.
You got to realize that you don't have to be an ass. Just deal with the situation that you got.
Well, something that I've always, as an outsider thought of that must be extremely difficult to deal with is that, like, how do you maintain having a general, like, even keel outlook on regular society when everybody that you deal with and let's say 90% of people you deal with are just the complete biggest shitbags in the fucking world.
Yeah.
And like, how do you maintain, like, how do you not get jaded and just be a complete asshole to everybody?
It's the hardest thing is just to keep your cool, because like you said, our job's to deal with people when they're doing something they shouldn't be doing.
Yeah.
So you have to try to keep an even keel. And I used to tell my guys, don't get arguments with stupid people because they just bring you down to their level and they win with experience.
Yeah.
Don't argue. Just do your job.
Yeah.
Handle the situation, whatever you're dealing with, just handle it. But don't sit there and argue with them. Try to get the last word in, because that's why you end up in IA, or you end up in a complaint, or you're on the ground fighting and all this other stuff. It's crazy. And that's the one thing is, I tell people the biggest thing is you want to leave here and come back to the station. That's all you got to do. That's my only thing I ask for you guys to do is make sure you come back home every fucking night.
Yeah. Go
You
back
know,
to your family.
Go back to your family. No need to fight. No need to do all that stuff because we get that plenty. There's no need to try to fucking work your way into a fight. Just talk your way out of it. And that's the big thing. Like I said earlier, communication is the biggest key in our job. Is just being able to, communicate with people because, like you said, you're dealing with these people at their worst times in their lives. So
Yeah.
so it's crazy.
How did that affect like your family life? Because I mean, it sounds like your wife deals with similar.
It helps.
So she understands.
It helps that my wife understands a little bit.
Yeah.
She's probation, but so she doesn't really. She's not out in the field doing anything, but she understands what our job is, so that helps.
Yeah.
But a lot of guys, that's why look at for military, law enforcement, the divorce rate is so fucking
it's
skyrocketing
insane.
just because of that.
Yeah.
Because the hardest thing is because we try to communicate to keep ourselves out of trouble at work, but the problem is with us when you go home, you don't communicate with your spouse or whatever to try to help you get through all the bullshit you deal with for 10 hours worth of your shift.
Yeah.
So we communicate at work, but you don't communicate at home. And that's, drives a lot of the problems that, with the guys that get divorced all the time. And I've had my issues with my wife too. We've been to counseling, stuff like that. Because of, you don't want to, she's stressed out with her shit. You don't want to burden her with all the other stuff. I don't tell her all the crazy shit, especially being in that unit for so long.
Yeah.
We've been through some crazy shit. Going through a pursuit by Joe's old house, we're looking for a guy that, a carjacking suspect in this red Ford fucking Explorer. And he comes out and we're chasing him. And I fucking end up getting the number and I cut one of the guys off and I'm just fucking, yeah! We're fucking going down to Massachusetts right before we get to university.
Yep.
He goes into the opposite lane that goes south to make that fucking turn because he's going about 100. So he goes down there, makes the turn. I make the turn. I'm chasing him about 120 down University, splitting cars and all this stuff. And once you get to Baltimore, you know, it T's right there.
Yeah.
It used to be a RV thing at the end of there. It's apartments and shit now. But I knew that T, so I fucking backed off.
Yeah, right there by the American Legion.
Yeah, so I back off. But this fucker goes, and they had those metal, you know, or those concrete posts and all that stuff. He fucking hit those posts. That car went about 15, 20 feet in the air, fucking bam, comes down, and his ass fucking climbs out and fucking, and he boogies into the fucking RV park. We're like, wow. Fuck! So my partner, he was new at the time. He starts to run. I'm like, get the fuck back here. We're not going to go chase this guy. Wait for everybody else so we can search. Oh, shit.
Get your ass back.
Yeah, so we find him we ended up, you know, getting there. We're searching we find him underneath the fifth wheel. He broke his arm. He had broken ribs and all this shit. But it's amazing. You know, if that was us that makes that crash, we're in the car. We're fucking off.
Oh, yeah.
But these guys always get out and run. They rabbit.
Like cockroaches.
Yeah, they just rabbit. So many rabbits. I mean, so many chases. They're just crazy. I mean, but that's why you join the department for that shit. It's fun.
Yeah.
Do you find that after a certain time it gets hard to relate to people that don't have the same experience or that aren't in that lifestyle?
Yeah, it's a trip. Just dealing with normal people who have no idea, you know, just regular folk. Like I took one of my neighbors on a ride along, and she cried. In the middle of it, she should just start crying. She goes, I can't believe you deal with this every day.
Wow.
You know,
shut up!
Fuck you, American nigga. Fuck you.
Keep it down back there.
But she just couldn't believe what we did. I mean, and I talked to her husband like a couple of months ago, you know, afterwards. You know, we're at their house just having drinks and having a good time, just being neighbors. So, dude, she's still fucked up from your ride along.
God damn.
For half a day. No shit.
Yeah, just a half a day. She was just like, wow.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I mean, I have no experience like first responder lifestyle, but other than the people that we've interviewed who have shared a bunch of fucking wild stories, man. I would say like most of the stories that I've heard from even just like not even other police officers, but EMTs and firefighters, and like the stuff that they deal with is way worse than anything I personally dealt with in the SEAL teams. Like, holy shit, dude. I mean, I can't imagine the toll that takes on somebody doing.
Yeah, because they come in afterwards, after we deal with whatever, then, you know, we make sure, you know, it's all clear before those guys come in.
Yeah.
And so, you know, they got to deal with the aftermath of what we've already dealt with. So it's pretty crazy. Yeah, those guys go through a lot too, especially with the fire shit. Like we've been to a bunch of fires, an apartment building at a place where everybody's fucked up. The place is on fire. And people in wheelchairs that can't walk, you know, so, you know, they always tell us, you know, you don't see us run, the fire guys and the EMT, you don't see us running in and grab guys and arrest them. If there's a fire or something, you guys keep your ass out because we already got to deal with these other people. We don't need to drag you guys out.
Yeah.
But this particular one, you know, all of us went in there to try to get these people out because they couldn't move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, you know, so we couldn't wait for them. So, and they were yelling at us about that too. You know, or something's on fire, you know, we go get our fire extinguisher out of the back of our car. You know, try to put it out, and they yell at you for that. You know, they say, "Hey, you don't see us running in, you know, at a bank robbery. Stay out of our fucking fires."
Is there a real rivalry between the police officer?
Not like you see or hear about like in New York and all that stuff. It's not that bad. I mean, they just really, hey, just don't do our shit. You know, we don't do your job. Let us do ours. You know, but they leave it at that. It's not like
it's so funny. There's so many parallels. Like as we go through these stories. So many parallels between this and the SEAL teams. Like we've got in our community a one-way rivalry between the West Coast and the East Coast. It's mainly the East Coast SEAL teams rivalry with the West Coast because we don't really care because we got shit to do. We got beaches. We got great weather. We got multiple bars. Like we got a lot going on. East Coast doesn't have much to do except get pissed off about shit.
Yeah. So yeah, no, we don't have that with the EMTs and the fire guys. As long as we don't fucking try to put out their fires or that kind of shit, they'll get pissed at that. But other than that,
yeah.
And you know, if somebody's passed out and they need CPR, you know, you just drive around the block until they show up, so you don't have to do it. Just keep circling the block. Okay, yeah, I'm almost there.
He's good.
Yeah, I'm almost there, and then they'll get rolled up. Oh yeah, now I got here now. They're here. Oh, but yeah, so I definitely let them handle that shit. But
yeah,
I remember just thinking about that. I remember a couple of times when these guys have been shot. You know, you go to shooting scenes and this one guy took one in the gut, and I'm sitting there trying to tell him, hey, dude, you're not, because he wouldn't talk. I'm like, who did this? Who did this? I'll go get him for you, but all this other bullshit. And you can just see his stomach raising. And I look at the medic, and he's like, I'm just like, fuck. I'm like, dude, who did this? Who fucking shot you? I'll go get him. You're not gonna make it. No, I'm gonna make it, man. I'm gonna make it. All this shit, but been some crazy shit seeing these guys get shot. Another shooting.
Dude, fucking bled out right there.
No, he died in the hospital.
Oh.
But another guy, once the shooting started, this asshole ducked. And he ended up ended up being a 45 right in this fucking grate.
Damn.
Right in the dome.
So we ride with him. We got to stay with him to recover the bullet for the evidence.
Yeah.
And so we got to pull on, the little surgical suit because we have to go into surgery with him.
Holy fuck, dude.
There's this little fucking doctor. He comes in. And dude, it was the craziest thing. They fucking shave his head. They put that brown betadine shit all over his fucking skull. And he breaks out this little Dremel and just fucking takes the top of his skull out so his brain can swell. This other shit while he's doing it, because he's asking us before, you guys aren't going to pass out, are you? We're like, nah, because we're standing right behind him.
Yeah.
So he takes the fucking skull out, and they put it in this fucking bucket of some solution, whatever, kind of keep it fresh or whatever.
This guy's still alive at the time? Or
Oh, yeah, it's right in the surgery.
What?
So we're standing behind the guy, and I said, man, how many years of fucking school did you have to go through to fucking do this? He's about 8, 9 years. I'm like, fuck. And I go, but it must be nice living in Rancho Santa Fe. And he stops, he turns around and goes, yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, fuck.
Dude, it's crazy how
those
like
motherfuckers aren't living fucking south of the 8.
No, definitely not, dude.
Yeah, there's so many. My dad's a doctor.
Unless it's in Coronado.
I know.
Yeah, and so I as far as medical stuff, if it's something wrong with me, I'm like, oh fuck, cool, whatever, I'll fucking pick people's teeth out of my knuckles and shit, no problem. But it's other people, a little cut. I'm like, oh God, I don't want to touch it, bro. I don't know how people do that, but there's so many similarities between how a human body operates and how an engine or a car operates. It's almost like these doctors are like mechanics on that, and I think that's how they look at it. It's like, hey, we've got pulmonary, you got breathing, you got your ABCs, all this being stuff. But I think that's kind of how they have to look at it, because if you look at it as like,
that's a good way to put it. A mechanic, dude.
Yeah, like body mechanics.
Yeah,
bro.
they are.
I just can't look at it that way.
Yeah, it's fucking, some of that shit's fucking weird.
Dude, there's another dude, they got shot, and this doctor, he was just a fucking asshole, just bossing everybody around. He's just a fucking dick.
Sounds weird.
Yeah, he's just being a dick to everybody. But they open this guy up, and he's trying to find out where he's bleeding from and all this stuff. He couldn't do it. And so he leaves for a second, and he comes back, and dude, they went through over 40 bags of blood to keep this fucking dude alive.
That's a whole new system.
Yeah, dude. Me and my partner are looking. Fuck, dude. I mean, this blood could go to somebody else.
This blood could go to somebody. Yeah.
So he's going. So as he's still doing it, then this fucking white dude comes in. He fucking. It's right here. And he leaves. I'm just like, it's good. This guy's a fucking asshole. He didn't know what the fuck he was doing. He had to call in. He had fucking.
Yeah.
Back to house comes in, dude.
He had to call this dude. So when this guy came in from wherever, La Jolla or Rancho Santa Fe, whatever, and he came in, dude, within 5 minutes, he's doing his shit. Yeah. All these fucking towels and shit. I mean, there's fucking like 30, 40 fucking red, fucking white towels on the ground. It's right here.
My dad's got a ton of dad jokes.
Plug that artery.
Yeah.
None are funny except for one. He's like, what do you call the person who graduates last in medical school?
Yeah.
A doctor.
Yeah. It's very true, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, same thing with Navy SEAL or anything. Like, you get this level of accreditation, whatever, which seems high. It is higher than normalcy, but I know a ton of team guys. Well, not a ton, but I know a handful of team guys that are like, bro, they give you a trident?
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Well, and
Dude, one of my old teammates, Andy.
Oh yeah, Cove Yellow. Cove Yellow played football at State.
Yeah,
no shit.
Yeah, he was my teammate.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, full fucking circle, dude.
Yeah,
we got to get him on, man.
Dude, we were at a Charger game, tailgating, and some dude comes stumbling through our tailgate, all fucked up. I guess Andy was a medic.
Yeah.
So Andy takes his shirt off. Next thing you know, that dude looked like he just got out of the shower. And we fucking gave him a beer, and he was on his way.
Yeah.
Andy
patched him up.
Andy patched him up. He didn't have a shirt. He bought a shirt once we got into the stadium, but it was hilarious.
He's such a gentle, violent giant.
Dude,
That's awesome. Yeah.
I saw him. Dude, Kobe Yellow.
Yeah.
And he ended up staying in the tailgate with us. But yeah, that dude I don't know what happened to him, but he's all fucked up. He probably won't ever start talking shit to some Raider fan or whatever or something. But he comes bebopping through our fucking tailgate, and Annie grabbed him, fucking took his shirt off. Like I said, dude, that dude was all cleaned up. We gave him a beer and fucking.
Dude, whenever Andy was a new guy, he was a corpsman. This is a platoon. This is like pre-2000, and on the weekends, pre-9/11. I mean, dude, we're just in Guam, fucking.
Yeah,
Drink, fight,
hanging
fuck,
out,
fucking,
playing
not doing
volleyball.
shit. Yeah. So, dude, he had this Pelican case, this little small Pelican case that he wrote Tavern Warfare on. And dude, it would fucking flip it open, dude. It had fucking sutures for sewing people up. It had what's the fucking Rosefin for giving dudes a shot if they got fucking clapped. He had fucking rubbers in there. He had what else he have in that fucking box, dude? He had most of it was just like, for stitching people up. And dude, he Thursday, Friday, we'd fucking roll out into town. He would leave it at Toys Tavern. He would leave his fucking Tavern Warfare kit.
Just
there.
stash it there ready.
Yeah, dude, inevitably, dude, he stitched out a handful of fucking dudes got in fights. We fucking meet at Toys and because she was the only one that would be like, all right, she would lock people in the bar. Like dudes would be sleeping on the fucking pool tables and shit. And like, she would go home and we're locked in the bar and like, dudes are passed out and shit. But one dude fucking got in a fight or some shit, put his fucking hand through a fucking window. His fucking Andy like stitched his fucking arm all up and shit. And like just stupid shit like that. But yeah, man.
Dude, we couldn't believe, because he was the wildest, craziest dude in college. I'm like, dude, how the fuck did you get through fucking that shit? He's like, I don't know, dude. I just did.
Yeah.
Like, fuck.
Fucking crazy.
Yeah, big motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, some people are just blessed on their path, dude.
Yeah.
Like just barely. I remember there's so many times where like, because I'd never been arrested, no major issues, thankfully, knock on wood. And, but there's so many times I'm like, I remember one time, Halloween, just got done with the fight, and I'm walking, and I can hear the sirens coming, and this cab just pulls up, and I fucking get in the cab as the cop car is pulling up, and I just knocked this dude out. I'm like, and I'm in my fucking dressed like a fucking asshole. Like, see in the rearview mirror of the cab, the cop car pulling up. I'm like, what the fuck? What are the odds of that, dude?
Yeah.
Like sometimes you're meant to do something
luck
else,
of the
man.
draw.
The universe aligns like, hey, it's not your time to get rolled up right now.
Yeah.
Just get lucky.
Heck, dude, speaking of not going to jail, dude, I remember when I had my officer next door home up on Oceanside, we used to get fucked up at this place called Camel's Breath Inn. And I'm driving home. I'm trying to find something to eat. So I get off on Solana Beach, and I'm fucking just all over the fucking place. But I made the wrong turn, so I fucking flip a bitch right in front of this fucking sheriff.
Oh, no.
And he pulls me over. Of course, thank God he went to the passenger window, but I just took my fucking wallet out, I flipped it over, and I couldn't talk. I was just pointing to my badge, and he just looks at me and turns around, gets back in his fucking car, and I go to a fucking Del Taco and order all this shit like this motherfucker used to order.
That's what you should have done with yours, bro.
Yeah. No shit.
Oh, damn, dude.
But yeah, dude.
Yeah, life's a weird series
dude.
Of luck and coincidence and happenstance and
dude, another time.
A lot of luck.
Another time I'm driving up there by that Carlsbad mile of cars, and I wake up and I'm fucking spinning in my Jeep. I don't know how I didn't roll or whatever, but I woke up and I was in a complete spin. Ended up coming to a stop, and I'm facing the center divide. I look, all the traffic is stopped. I fucking drove home. So finally I moved out of there, not because it was too far, I can't drive that far drunk.
Yeah. That's why I always move to where I drink.
Yeah,
it's way easier.
I moved closer to my fucking watering hole than
exactly.
I moved to the house, that Effins where
why I
that
moved
midget
to
was,
PB.
where that midget was assaulting him.
Yeah.
I lived.
Yeah, that place is by state.
Yeah, it's by, I live 2 blocks away. I can't tell you how many times I fucking stumble on. I come out and there's fucking bushes and dirt and stuff in my living room from where I fell in the bushes walking home. I made it to my house. But dude, it's a couple blocks away. I just walk home.
Dude, I was walking home the other day, and this is a fairly recent story, unfortunately. But I was walking home and it was cold out, so I had my hands in my pocket of my jacket, and I wasn't that fucked up, but I was fucked up enough to matter. And I fucking tripped on some sidewalk.
And your hands in your trash.
My face just, I can't get my hands off fast enough, and my face just hits this fence. I go,
fucking cheese grater.
Dude, I go home and I wake up the next morning. Disney's like, what the fuck happened to you? I'm like, it's not what you think.
Oh.
You're not going to believe this, but it's a really stupid story.
Yeah.
It's like, God damn it.
Yeah, I can't tell you how many times you wake up like that, or you check your pants pocket just to see how much you spent. You see the receipt, and you're like,
I don't even want to look, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Well, those are the worst times too, man, when you take out cash or you fucking forget, pre like computerized fucking everything. You go to the ATM, take out cash, and then like the next day you get up like, man, I don't have any fucking money left. And then you look at your statement and realize like while you were fucked up, you went back to the ATM. You like lost twice as much money as you thought you fucking did.
Who let me do this?
You're like, God damn.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
what the fuck?
how many times you wake up, you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Spent all this money.
Crumpled up ATM receipts in your pocket.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. You're like,
Yeah, Disney and I went out the other day actually, because we're thinking about moving out of PB because I don't really drink, I don't go out after dark anymore like at all, and when
because
we
you're
do,
white.
we go out and we have brunch and we'll have drinks at brunch and just go hang out during the day and just meet people and have fun, just fun conversation type stuff. And we went to open bar. This is like last weekend, I think. And it was the first time in a long time that we actually had a really good time.
Yeah.
Met some good people, talked about some stuff, made some good connections.
Day drinking.
Yeah, got to connect like a real estate guy that just moved from the East Coast and connected him with my real estate guy that we used for our releasing this place here. And like now they're meeting. And I'm like, dude, that's what I love about this stuff. Just connecting with people, doing cool stuff. That's what I enjoy about the drinking culture and like going out in the bars, but it's a totally different thing than, when I'm in my late 20s, just trying to get ass. Like a whole different ballgame,
Yeah.
Dude, my wife and I went to, before the Chargers left, moved to LA, they went and played in Green Bay. So my wife and I went out there. Lambeau, I mean, if you guys are football fans, that's a bucket list place to go to. We go, it's kind of like North Park, with the stadium right in the middle of it. It's badass. And so you just park.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so you park on people's yards. That's where you tailgate.
Where's this at?
In Green Bay.
Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just park in people's yards because you're a couple of blocks away from the stadium. It's, like I said, it's just like North Park with a bitchin' stadium right in the middle of it.
Oh, that's cool.
But dude, we're tailgating. This guy, we parked at this guy's house. He built this little fucking, like, looks like a garage, but it's got a bathroom, a kitchen. He's got a barbecue out there so people can barbecue. So we're out there tailgating with this place. But dude, I met more dudes than my wife did, exchanging business cards. This guy ended up owning a bunch of little hotel chains. He's like, hey, dude, anytime you want to use one of my places, here's my card. You call him, you tell him you know me, I'll hook you up.
Yeah, fun stuff like
Dude,
that.
Just fun stuff. You just hook up with people. We go to the stadium. We go in the game right before the game ended because she didn't like the cold because I took her to an Ohio State game at Michigan. It ended up being like 30 degrees. She froze her ass off. So I ended up getting seats, behind the glass at Lambeau. But right before the game ended, well, before that, we're on all the charges. I'm going in the bathroom taking a piss. The guy's like, you guys from San Diego? Like, yeah. Nothing, he leaves. I wash my hands and walk out. He's right outside with 2 beers. Welcome to Lambeau.
No shit. That's
so
cool.
we hook up with like 15, 16
Just like
people.
going to a Raider game.
We ended up going to this.
Welcome to Oakland.
Yeah, all these people, all these season ticket holders are in this place that we're sitting in, and they're like, "Hey, you guys come with us. We have this bar. We'll take you guys to." We go to the dude. Like I said, there's like 16 of us, and we're just ordering drinks, and I'm telling them, our fucking bar tab is going to be fucking crazy. We go pay it. She sends me the receipt. There's a smiley face. Somebody paid it.
No way.
Yeah, the night before the game, we go to Titletown Brewery. We're wearing all our Chargers shit. Me and my wife had a great time, food, drinks, all this stuff. We said, hey, we'll take our bill. Somebody paid it.
No way.
We get back to the airport, but to fly back home, we're talking to a bunch of other Charger fans. They're like, yeah, same thing. The only thing I paid for is a hotel and gas.
Wow.
And same thing with all the people that are going back and say, yeah, we didn't pay a thing. So, Wisconsin was great, man.
How much of that do you think was like compartmentalize this from being San Diego, being a main character personality type, or being a police officer. Or like, which of those things do you think played into that more than the other?
Just wearing the Charger gear.
I just think being in the Midwest, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
I always say there's no better people than from the Midwest
Really?
because they treat you like that. Dude, we went to Wisconsin for a Wisconsin game in Madison before we drove up to Green Bay. I pull up in a rental car, park, I get out, I slam the door, and all the women back there in the Midwest, there's no fucking 24-hour fitnesses, all that stuff. This gigantic woman standing right behind me with a fucking tray of meats and cheeses and all this stuff. So, hey, we got some stuff here and all this other stuff. She goes, you guys, you have drinks? My husband, he's like fucking, and he opens up the cooler. He's all, dude.
You're like, God damn.
Yeah. Because me and my brothers and my nephews, we go to a Michigan road game every year. And every single place we've been to, we went to Iowa. We park. We're all fucked up from the night before. We pull up. We open up the tailgate. We crack them. Let's get started. A group of about 8 or 9 people, all in their Iowa shit. They're walking up. Oh, fuck.
Here we go.
Yeah. And they come up. You guys got enough drinks? You guys need anything to eat?
No way. Wow.
Same thing. Dude,
That's super cool.
Dude, we're in Nebraska. My brother forgot his toothbrush, so I went to a little fucking gas station, like a 7-Eleven. I forgot what it was, but a little store like a 7-Eleven to buy his fucking toothbrush. I'm wearing all my Michigan shit. Nebraska guy walks up to me. He goes, where are you guys tailgating? Well, we don't know. We'll just probably stay at the house before we walk over. He's like, nah. He says, you come out here, you go down about a block, turn left. I got a big red motorhome. You can't miss it. It's got Nebraska stuff all over. He says, you guys come join us.
Oh, that's awesome. So this is like the football culture then. So you guys travel for the games?
Yeah, we travel for the games.
Oh, cool.
We went to Washington last year. We pull up.
Washington State.
Huh?
Washington State?
No, the Huskies.
Oh, what? Yeah. Washington State.
yeah.
Yeah. Not D.C.
No. So we pull up right in the middle of, I bought the parking lot pass. Pull up, park, bunch of Huskies everywhere. I get out. The guy right next to us got this big fucking barbecue with this big fucking pan. And we all pile out. There's 5 of us, all our Michigan shit on, except for my younger brother, asshole.
What's he wearing? Ohio State?
No, he's just wearing a black shirt. I know. He normally wears his jersey. But the guy's fucking stirring up this shit. He looks and sees us. He's all, I hope you guys like venison chili. Just come over here. Fucking scooping up, dude. I mean, they fucking fed us.
Oh, that's
drinks.
Cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool culture, man.
Dude, everywhere we've been to Wisconsin, Nebraska, Iowa, Washington. We went to L.A. last year. I was too fucked up, so I don't remember too much about that. But,
you
yeah.
guys go to South Bend one year? Fucking
no, we've never been to South. The only time I've been to South Bend is I took my daughter to a soccer camp there.
Oh, okay.
So do you start doing this? Is this a recent thing after you got retired, or is this you've been doing this for a long time?
We used to go to Ann Arbor every year, but they're just like, hey, let's start going to road games. The last 6-7 years we've been doing road games. So next year we're going to Oregon, and then Michigan goes to Oregon, so we're going to go up there.
I got to get a hobby, bro.
Yeah,
dude, it's great, dude. Dude, it's crazy because it's the only time we're all together. We don't even get together on holidays, all of us. All my brothers and their boys. So just the 5 of us, and we fucking hit the road every year.
Did they play in college as well?
No, just me.
Okay,
but we love the Wolverines, so we go on a road trip every year. We either go to Ann Arbor.
The love of the blue.
Yeah, the love of the blue. We either go to Ann Arbor. We haven't been to Ann Arbor in 7 or 8 years, so they keep saying we need to go back home. But we see where they're going on the road. Hey, let's go check these places out. Dude, every single one.
That's pretty fucking cool, though,
that sounds
man.
like fun.
It's like,
dude, it's a great time.
It's like you have dudes who love, baseball that have been like however many fucking stadiums.
Mm-hmm.
They try and hit a new stadium every fucking year.
And that's what we try to do with it, just to go different places in the Big Ten.
Big Ten. Yeah.
So it's been cool, man. I mean,
so where do you still need to go? That's in the Big Ten.
Penn State.
Yeah.
We want to go to, but my younger brother is such a pussy. Like I said in Minnesota, how he's still, but they always play Penn State in November, so he won't go because it's too cold. Well, you fucking little bitch. So if we play Penn State in October, we can go.
Yeah.
But unless it's the end of October, he won't go. But so we've been every October is normally when we hit the road and go to one of these places.
Been to Ohio State?
Fuck no.
You won't go there?
Dude, Marshall got to the Hall of Fame. The Hall of Fame's in Canton, Ohio.
Yeah.
So I tell him, I say, yeah, bro, you know I'm from Michigan. I can't go to that. I'll never spend a fucking dime of my money in that fucking place. So fuck Ohio. My brother is a truck driver now. Once he left his police department, his wife said, you're changing. You know, you're talking earlier about, you know, how does it affect you?
Yeah.
You know, doing the job. And, you know, he was at Columbine. He was a SWAT guy.
Oh, really? Okay,
Yeah. So he went to Columbine, did all that shit.
Yeah.
So his wife finally told him, you're changing. You're not the guy that I married. You know, you either leave or I'm leaving.
It's heavy when your wife tells you something like that.
Yeah. So he ended up leaving. He was on 14 years, I think. And he ended up being a truck driver. But every time, you know, he used to do nationwide. Now he just does, you know, Colorado and Wyoming.
Kind of regional.
Utah, regional.
Yeah.
What a crazy change. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know why
Is he
picked that.
happier now? How's he like the change?
Yeah, because his wife's happy. You know, but when he used to do national, every time he drove through Ohio, he'd stop by when, you know, always sign, you know, hey, welcome to Ohio. He'd always pull over in his fucking big rig, piss and take a picture at the sign, and he sent it. The deed is done, you know, because he had to drive through it sometimes to go through, you know, to get back home. So,
the deed is done.
Yeah, so fuck Ohio, dude. I'll never spend any of my money.
Funny, man. I've never been a big football fan, maybe because I never played. I just don't know much about the game, but the way you're describing like the culture around
Dude,
it,
it's the best.
That sounds fucking
Dude, the
real.
tailgate culture, man, is fucking insane.
It's the craziest in the SEC. I had a friend that used to teach at the University of Florida, so she brought me down to the Florida-Georgia game that's in Jacksonville. Just out of control. And the Georgia mascot is that white bulldog. So there's some Florida guys that ended up getting the mascot stuffed animal, tied a noose around it, was dragging it around. Yeah, I've never seen so many men get into a fight over a stuffed animal because they're dragging this dude, just a full-out brawl.
No shit.
But, dude, it's crazy going down in the Southeast, dude. It was called the world's largest outdoor cocktail party. So they have a place that's right on the water in Jacksonville. It's kind of like Seaport Village, but 2 stories. It's this huge thing. It's badass. They have live bands playing. There's probably 15, 20,000 people there. You either wear orange and blue for Florida or red and black. If you showed up with what you're wearing, they'll grab you to go take you to a store and you get it declared. You got to buy one of the shirts, either Georgia or Florida.
That's wild.
And so I was telling, you know, I went down there by myself and I saw it. I was just like, I got to bring my boys down here. So the next year I brought, you know, Joe and a bunch of guys. We went down there. And my friend
in Jacksonville,
my friend Danny, I told him, I said, dude, you're going to have to buy something before you go. He didn't. And sure as shit, we get down there, there's a cocktail party. And he was just a swarm of fucking red and black and orange and blue people went up to, you got to fucking declare. So they walked into a store and he had to go fucking buy a shirt. He bought a Florida people, all the Florida, all the Georgia people, fuck you, you guys suck. Dude, there's at least 30 people, a group of 30 people between Florida and Georgia people walked into a store and he had to pick a shirt. It was crazy.
They're all waiting. They're like, what's he going to pick?
Waiting. Yeah, they were all waiting to see what he picked. Dude, it was a great time, man.
Wow.
The SEC is crazy.
Yeah,
I had no idea that existed.
Dude.
Oh, dude, the craziest shit I've ever witnessed, you know, in a college environment was at God damn it, what's this Tennessee Stadium? Neyland Stadium. And I believe they were playing Georgia. And dude, it was like a fucking full-on melee, like a fucking dude. Probably 100 people throwing fucking fists, dude. I was like, holy fucking shit! Like dude, how many people can fight in one space? And dude, it was just like chain reaction.
Now I can see, 'cause, you know, we've been to a bunch of places, and normally everybody tailgates, they're just drinking beer. You go to the South, like my nephew went to a South Carolina game in Columbia. All they saw was a Maker Marks. He said, dude, there were thousands of those red wax caps all over the ground. Oh, yeah. Because everybody drinks Maker's Mark to tailgate.
Fucking bourbon and,
Dude,
Old Smoky.
You don't see any beer. It's all whiskey that people tailgate. Wow. Before they get to the game. It's all whiskey. Oh, it's great. I mean, but the fights down there.
Fucked up.
Everybody gets fucked up before the game. And there's fights and everybody's all fucked up when they go into the stadium. But yeah, the SEC's... it's a different thing, man.
I feel like I've been missing out by not being involved in football.
Dude, it's a great fucking time, man. Like I said, we don't even get together on holidays because, you know, our families and all that stuff, but we do get together, all of us get together to make these trips to all these different places. And it's awesome.
Cool. Yeah, see, badminton doesn't have the same virality to it.
No.
Well, I went to 5 different high schools in 3 different states, so like I didn't really get a chance to do anything. And also, I was I was in Santa Rosa High at the time when I was playing junior varsity. There's a bunch of Asians there. Like, you ain't getting on the varsity team and beating some fucking Asians at badminton, bro. Like, that ain't happening, man.
I can't even believe there's a badminton fucking team.
Dude, it's huge.
In high school.
Yeah, I don't know. Was it ours? Santa Rosa High.
Pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't any good, but it was fun.
Yeah, it was a good time, man. Good times.
It's wild shit, dude. I love how there's these different segments that you don't even know. I had no idea that whole culture even existed. I've seen it a little bit, but I've never like lived that or experienced it.
Dude, the tailgating at these college games.
Yeah.
There's nothing better, dude. I mean, going to a Charger game or an NFL thing, you know, it's fun. But to go to a college tailgate, it's the best.
Yeah. I
What
mean,
about,
and
like,
you have diehard fucking college fans too, because it's not just kind of like bandwagon shit. You got people to, you know, either
They live for that shit.
Yeah.
They just wait.
Does the Naval Academy have something like that?
I don't know. I've never been.
I don't know.
I don't either.
I mean, they have a fucking team. They
Yeah.
have a fucking, you know.
Do they play the same people? They don't play the same people.
Yeah,
do they?
yeah,
they
they're
do.
Division One.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah,
But dude,
Yeah.
like, if you go to Ann Arbor, there's this huge high school right across the street from the stadium. We usually get there either Thursday night, most of the time on Friday. But you get there, that high school on Thursday, there's probably 100 motorhomes already camped out at the
Wow.
more than 100 at the high school. Because it's a huge high school field, and that's where you park. There's a golf course in this high school. You either park in the golf course or you park at this high school. But people get there Wednesday and Thursday with their motorhomes. They're ready to go.
yeah.
Just a good
That's
time,
wild.
man.
And that's a
Yeah.
good thing about, you know, tailgating with a fucking motorhome is you don't have to find a pisser, you don't have to find a kitchen, you don't have to find a cooler, you don't have to find really
Mhm.
fucking anything. But normally
Glamping.
they're gonna fucking
Yeah.
charge you out the ass to fucking park there. You know.
Yeah, it's $100 for the motorhomes. It's $25 for us.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
not too
shit.
bad. But all that money goes to the school.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I might try to get into that. Now that my daughter's at the Naval Academy, I might try to horn in on some fucking tailgate shit,
Dude, it's the
dude.
best. Like I said, I'm going through the recruiting process with my daughter right now. You know, being from Michigan, you know, Notre Dame's a rival. So we went there in July. First time I've been, it was a 4-day camp, so we were there for 5 days. After the first day, dude, I'm like, I'm sold. And they loved her.
Yeah.
So, you know, I keep telling my wife, you know, keep your mouth shut. This is her decision, not ours.
Yeah.
You know, like Stanford's all over her. She's going back up. She went in May, and they loved her. They called her club coach, and like, we want her and all this other stuff.
What's she playing?
Soccer.
Okay, cool.
And the coach, she just got an email. She comes running up, Dad, because they asked her to come up in March, to come to their camp in March. So my wife's got to take her up there. But I tell my wife, I said, keep your mouth, because she wants her to go to Stanford. I want her to go to Notre Dame. But I keep telling her, I said, keep your mouth shut. This is her decision. You know, if she asks for our opinion, you know, hey, this is what you got to do, whatever.
Yeah.
But don't influence her, because she's got to live there.
Yeah.
You know, it's not us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's got to be happy there. Otherwise, she's going to leave. I want her to go to Stanford. I said, why would you want her to go to, she's going to be near San Francisco or fucking Indiana.
Yeah.
I said, she's going to have a better life in Indiana or Tennessee, because Tennessee, we took her to Tennessee. In Knoxville. We loved it there.
Yeah.
TCU, you know, they're kind of, you know, couldn't get a good read on them.
Where's TCU at?
Fort Worth.
Okay.
just outside Dallas. Pepperdine wants her. You know, Malibu, so, you know, 3 hours away.
Oh, dude, that's a lot of options. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But she wants to go to a place because Michigan played Alabama a couple years in the Rose Bowl for the playoff game. And they've never been to a college football game, so I bought tickets, so the whole family went up there. So they went into overtime. You know, they've been listening to the Michigan fight song since they've been alive.
Yeah.
So they got to see that Rose Bowl.
Dude, his man cave's legit. Fucking Michigan. You know, blue and white, and then you got the state fucking
I
colors as well.
got one wall of all my San Diego State stuff, but the other 3 walls all fucking blue and yellow with a little white trim. I got 2 fucking chairs like this that are Michigan. I've got a chair like that that's Michigan.
Fucking
And
pool
then
table.
I got a pool table with all Michigan balls and all this stuff.
See, now I see why people get into football. Like that makes sense. Like if there's this other thing that's involved, because the football, I'm like, I don't get it, but that culture surrounding
Yeah.
it,
Dude, it's badass.
And
That
dude,
sounds
college
fun.
is way bigger than fucking pros too, because you get dudes that root for a team that literally grow up in the culture.
Yeah, because you live there and you're just in it.
Yeah.
Because like you said, the NFL is different. You know, I don't know what it is, but just college is just the best. Just the atmosphere of a college game. You know, when I took her to the Ohio State game, there's 115,000 people there. You know, she's just like, fuck. I mean, because it's at Michigan Stadium. If they didn't have the sky boxes before they had the sky boxes, it's only a story above ground. So as soon as you walk in, that thing just goes fucking.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You know, yes, because it seats 113,000, 114,000 people.
Damn.
The big house.
So, you know, the biggest NFL stadium is maybe 70,000 people. You know, we're at Nebraska one year, and it was funny because at the end of the third quarter, they turn off all the lights, they play their music and all this shit, and the guy turns around. He goes, yeah, there's 80,000 people, man. This is bitching. Yeah. And all the shit. My brother goes, dude, we tailgate with 80,000 in Ann Arbor. He's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is fucking awesome.
That's wild stuff, dude.
Yeah, good times. But yeah, going to that stuff with my daughters, it's pretty cool. It's just bringing back old memories when I went through it.
All right, well, I got to try that out because I don't know. I don't know if she'll like me showing up, but we'll fucking see.
What,
yeah, dude,
what is she playing? Like, don't you like have to play some kind of sport at the academy?
To be honest,
Even a club?
I have no idea. She doesn't talk to me about
But
it.
dude, because I watch those games too. Dude, their whole pregame stuff that they do at the Naval Academy for their football games is just bitching.
Yeah.
I don't know about the tailgate situation, but their pregame thing when the guys fucking parachute in and all that shit, it's badass, dude. And they got a nice little stadium.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
All right, I have a new goal.
I have to check it out.
Go check it out.
Where the fuck is the academy? I know it's in
Annapolis.
Annapolis, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, and they have a section with
Fucking
all those
brain
guys
fart.
in their whites and all that stuff. So I know they do something where they walk on the field, a whole ceremony before, like they do the Army Navy game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm sure they do that at home with those guys.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the whole pregame thing is bitching.
I was supposed to go meet her for the first time in October. I had an Airbnb and was going to go out because I haven't seen her since she's like 4 years old, right? And she's 20 now. I was supposed to go out and meet her, but then I had a fucking heart attack and I had to cancel the trip. I'm like,
Yeah, that
dude.
kind of blunt your trip.
Puts a dampener on things.
Yeah, I was like, maybe we'll just FaceTime instead. Like, sorry about that. All right.
Well, shit.
A
Do
different
we
angle.
want
I'll try
to
that out.
close up?
You want to take a quick break and then we'll close out? Because I know you got to take off soon. But
Yeah.
take a quick break and then we'll close
All
out.
right.
Cool.
All right. Sounds good.
And we'll probably do just some rapid fire questions. Do you want to do?
Okay.
I'll ask the one that I thought was
Go for it.
And then Kevin's got some rapid fire just to like close everything out. This is one I thought was pretty interesting because it ties into like identity and that's a big thing with guys in the military or any field for that matter. Like you spend so many decades in something, like it kind of becomes your identity, and then when you don't have that, whether retirement or getting out or whatever, sometimes people have they don't know who they are without that.
Yeah.
And everybody handles it differently. So she brought up a good question. It's like, and this isn't necessarily your police career, but just football. But what part of yourself did you lose when football ended?
Dude, the hardest thing with leaving football was one, like I said earlier, it's not like you stopped playing because you didn't want to play. It's because somebody told you couldn't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So I struggled with that for a few years after I left because the best thing about playing, especially in college, the games are cool and all this stuff, but especially you guys being part of a team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The camaraderie.
Being in the locker room and just you get character. I mean, there's 105, 110 guys on the team from all different backgrounds on stuff, just the personalities. Like there's this one guy just refused to wear clothes when he was in the locker room. Just walking around, especially when he got out of the shower.
I think every SEAL team has a guy like that.
Yeah, just walks around, I air dry, just that kind of shit. They get your music playing. You got 100 guys singing to, R. Kelly or something. I mean, just being a part of a team, that was the biggest thing that you miss, traveling on the road. Like my roommate was that 360-pound guard. We get to our room. I forgot where we were, UCLA or wherever it was. But I got to the room before he did, and I scared him. So every road game after that, he'd always made a point to try to go hide in the room and try to get me back. And I remember we're at Wyoming, and I'm crack the door, and I look in, and I'm trying to see where he's hiding shit, and I look, the fucking bed's like this.
You ain't hiding the lineman under a bed, bro.
Yeah, his 6'5", 360 pounds. He's hiding underneath the bed. Think he's gonna pop out.
They'll never see me.
So I run. He's Samoan. So I run. I jump on the bed. Okay, brother, you found me. Okay, brother. Okay, brother. Carson Leomiti, man, great dude. But
you think you got any of that with the PD, or you think the PD is something that that kind of
not with the PD per se, but once I got to the gang unit, that was a team.
Yeah.
Because we're in it. It was just us. You know, we knew how crazy it could be, but that whole team thing, and that's what I said. You know, when I retired, I said that was the closest thing for me being in college was being in a team.
Yeah,
and the guys that everybody was invested in the same thing, and that work, and that's why it was tough. You know, leaving college, it was tough when I retired because I knew I wasn't gonna have that anymore. You're talking about that, you know, your identity, my whole identity. You know, for the last, because I went back to gangs in 2016, and that's what I retired out of. 2016.
Well, that's probably what kept you in the gang unit for so long.
Yeah, I mean, it was tough to leave.
Yeah,
you know, because I loved it. The guys were great. We did great work, and you know now. It was tough because I apologized to guys the last week I was there because I was absent for months before I left because I knew I had to kind of withdraw from them.
Yeah.
You know, so I wouldn't, you know, the separation wouldn't be as bad when I left.
Oh, for sure.
You know, so I apologized. I told them, I said, hey, I didn't do a lot of things I was supposed to do or be with them. I had to do that for my own self-preservation.
Yeah.
And so they, you know, they're like, hey, we understand, sorry, blah, 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 and all this other stuff. But, yeah, so that was tough. But I knew it was going to be bad, so even though I withdrew from those guys before I left, I knew I had to do it.
Was it what helped you on the way to that transition? Was it your family, your spouse, finding, you know, getting more involved in college football, or was there some mechanism that you used to like kind of swing that transition and make it a little easier?
The family was good. You know, talking to my kids because you know I worked from 2 to midnight, so my kids' whole life I wasn't home I wasn't home. So just talking to them, you know, them being excited about being home. I said, don't get too excited because, you know, the stuff you guys got away with her, you know, it's not going to fly with me.
The fucking Ernie in me is going to come out.
Right. I said, so your holiday is going to be over. So, you know, so I talked to my kids a lot, you know, going through that, you know, kind of letting them know, hey, I'm going to be around.
How old were your kids when you were retiring?
They were 14 and 11. They're 15 and 12 now. So, you know, they're young. You know, my dumb ass, you know, I'm 56. I'll be 57 here in a couple of weeks. So I started late. But it's a perfect time because they're actual people now.
Yeah.
You know, I'd have to deal with all the
Capricorn.
bullshit. Yeah, I'd have to, I didn't have to deal with all the bullshit, you know, that my wife had to deal with, you know, because I was gone. So it's nice now that, you know, and it helped too, you know, like I said, my daughter's going through all their college recruiting process. Mm-hmm. So flying all over to going to see, you know, we've been to 7 or 8 different places, you know, so that's helped a lot, you know, going out with her and spending time with her on the road.
That's cool.
And all that stuff. And then, you know, I was coaching my boys' Pop Warner football team. So that's been awesome. So that's really helped.
What kind of processes? I can't imagine going from, well, you know, obviously you haven't played D1 football in several years, but trying to break it down a level, you know, Pop Warner, like lowest common denominator. You like, I don't know if you know, trying to show kids how to block and how to, you know,
dude, because
I mean, you just get everybody running the same direction. You've succeeded.
It was tough because you expect certain things.
Yeah.
You know, you got to realize, you know, these guys are 11 and 12.
Right.
So the first few months was tough because, you know, you try to explain stuff to them and they're just not doing it.
Oh yeah.
You know, and just the angst that I was having, but just having to finally come to the realization, look, these guys are 11.
Yeah.
You know, or 12 years old. You know, they'd rather have their little fucking Nerf guns.
Yeah.
You know, or being, you know,
we're not going to a bowl game tomorrow.
Right. You know, or playing Call of Duty or Fortnite or whatever. That's what their main focus is. It's not football.
Yeah.
So that took a month or so to kind of, you know, settle down.
Did you integrate into the, like civilian society, like not non-police officers? Did that take a toll, or did you?
I haven't really done it, really, to be honest with you.
So you're still in the group?
Yeah, I'm still just kind of, I don't really even go out. I'm just there trying to enjoy my family for the first time. So I haven't really dealt with going out with, you know, because most of my friends are cops anyway.
Yeah.
You know, it's tough to have friends that aren't there, especially once that George Floyd and all the stuff you found out who your actually friends were. And, you try to explain to them because they're asking me questions and stuff. I'm like, that kind of shit doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
Just because they're doing it, that doesn't mean we're doing it.
Yeah.
I try to explain to them, hey, we do things differently here. That's why you don't hear any, that's why we're not in the news.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because we do things the right way. Like I said, I've never been to IA for something I did. Because we do, most of us do the right thing. And so,
I'm asking that because how long ago did you retire?
April.
Oh shit! Yeah, super.
Yeah, less than a year.
Yeah, because a lot of our people are either former military or in whatever capacity, but a surprising amount of them are police officers, especially on the Patreon, on the black side. A lot of them, we do that monthly cigar meetup, and we had out of 12 people on there doing the Zoom call with, like 3 of them are police officers, and I didn't realize that we had so many people that were involved that were. They're foreign police officers, so it seems interesting. It's a whole different dynamic, but I always kind of suspected that it was kind of a similar, community to the teams. But it makes sense.
There's definitely a bunch of like-minded individuals.
Yeah. I think whether you're into the closest community that I've seen to like the SEAL teams, which is my only experience growing up in a team environment, was entrepreneurship. But it sounds like the football thing is, and especially the cop thing too, seems very similar. Yeah. A lot of the same conversations.
Yeah. I mean, even though I've left, that's basically who I text or call or talk. I got a guy, he usually calls me when he's fucking hammer drunk. So he gets mad at me because I don't answer the phone because I don't want to deal with him. Because I'm hanging out with my kids or doing something. He just called me 2 days ago and I didn't answer. And so he said, you fucking asshole. Pick up your phone. Yeah. So I still talk with a bunch of the guys. Yeah. But, they give me updates of what's going on, all that stuff. But it's cool that they reach out because they're still, trying to include me. But I retired for a reason.
Yeah.
Because it was time to go. I mean, it's cool, to talk about and all that stuff. It's cool, but I don't want to hear about what's going on.
Yeah, it's time for the next chapter.
Yeah.
No, I totally get it, man.
Who's
good timing?
Who was the new sergeant that rolled in? Another
JC,
guy.
do you remember?
Oh yeah,
JC?
yeah.
He took my squad.
No shit.
Yeah. He's like, dude, your squad's awesome. I said,
good fucking guy, man.
I said, I know. I put it together.
Dude, JC's a good dude too, though.
Yeah, so he took over my squad.
So that batting pitching machine that I had under my deck in my backyard, I got that from JC.
Yeah.
I've never been down there.
Yeah.
I think I might have peed on it a few times, but that's it.
I got rid of it at some point because the boys stopped, with COVID and everything, the boys stopped playing baseball. And
I was always wondering what was under the deck down there.
Yeah, there used to be a whole fucking pitching batting cage down there.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
boys go down there and fucking,
He's a good dude, but
Jason's really good.
So I went to the fucking brass and because I wanted to make sure my guys were fucking squared away and didn't have some slap dick.
Yeah.
So, so I wanted to make sure it was all squared away before I left. And so they ended up listening. And,
luckily.
Luckily.
That's good.
And so,
that sounds like a great transition.
JC's the dude who was pointing at me as I'm chugging the fucking Jack Daniels.
This is our last line of defense.
Yeah.
That's the guy who took my squad.
Motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, good fucking dude.
Right on. That's awesome, man. So, Kevin, do you want to do the rapid fire questions?
Yeah. So, here's a couple of these, and you can, some of them are football and law enforcement can be used kind of universally, but like what's one habit from law enforcement or football you still have today, which obviously you just retired, less than a year ago. So obviously some of the same shit that you did.
So, and I talked about this with my wife a couple of months ago, because especially when you're leader of a crew, like my mind was always spinning about just how to make sure everything goes right.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the most important thing is we do our work, but we come home.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. So I think that mentality I still have, like when I plan trips and stuff, I'm so anal because everything's got to be right. Everything's time oriented. I was talking to my kids about this about a month ago because they're saying, why were you rushing us to leave? We were in Holland, Michigan. I said, because I planned it out. We were going to spend the time there. 47 minutes was the time we're going to have. They're like, 47 minutes? I said, yeah, because I figured it's going to take us 12 to 13 minutes to get back to our car because we needed to drive up to Traverse City, which is 2 hours away.
Yeah.
So, because I had that whole 8-day trip. I mean, I had it all fucking planned out.
Fucking itinerary.
Yeah. And that came from, being worried about situations we're going to, just like you were talking about earlier about watching cop shows and all that stuff. Every time I don't sit there and watch and enjoy it. I sit there and figure out what would we do?
Yeah.
Who would I assign to do this? Even though they're doing it in like 5 minutes, and it's not going to take that.
Yeah.
Even watching, like 48-hour shows or crime shows and all that
Right.
other stuff. You watch it, and I don't sit there and watch it just to enjoy it. I'd always, how would we handle that? Who would I assign to do this? How will we interrogate that guy with the questions we're going to ask? That's this kind of shit that's always going in my head.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get away from that, so I can have some more peace.
Yep.
But but that carries out when we do these trips with my daughter and stuff like that. I planned every fucking thing out. We're going to get in the rental car. We're going to go do this. It's going to take us this many time, just that kind of shit,
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I know when I retired, probably I wouldn't say the best piece of advice, but one piece of advice somebody told me to stop wearing a fucking watch when I retired. And I was like, I wonder why. I mean, you still have this, which if you need to know what time it is,
The
but
phone, yeah.
but just, I think it's more of a, not a psychological thing, but just the fact of like, you constantly like accessing data and going, okay, fuck, what should I be doing right now?
Right,
What
just a reminder.
I need to be
relax.
here. I need to be here. I mean, typically never late for anything, and it's like one of those weird things. Like
like here, I got here, 20 minutes before you guys got here.
Yeah, exactly.
So that kind of thing. So that, I'm trying to, trying to let my, trying to be able to sit there and watch a show without freaking out.
Yeah.
Or just, just trying to be at peace.
Yeah.
Because, I did a lot of stuff to prepare to leave, but I still got more shit I got to work on for me so I can be a better dude and not fucking fry my head and, just relax and enjoy retirement. Because a bunch of guys go, what are you going to do now? You going to go get a job? I said, fuck no, dude. I planned for this shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not doing a fucking thing.
Well,
when we were at the meeting with the guy that handles our money from the city, they're sitting there asking me about jobs. I said, I'm not doing a fucking thing. So they started talking about going to work at like Trader Joe's or Home Depot or something like that.
Sherwin-Williams.
Yeah, or Sherman-Williams. And they're sitting there talking and I'm still sitting there. I said, what makes any one of you think I want to memorize what the fuck is on aisle 5 in Trader Joe's? I said, I'm not doing a fucking thing when I leave. I said, I planned for this.
Yeah.
So I didn't have to work.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to enjoy
why
that
else
shit.
would you go stay in the drop for fucking 5 years?
Ready to turn the page, man.
I said, I'm not doing a fucking thing besides, I don't think I want to worry about these 2 little fucking vagrants.
Yeah.
That's it. I said, I don't want to
awesome.
have to worry about anything else.
That's good planning, man.
Yeah.
Is there something that you did during, whether it be football or LE, like fighting through injuries or any of that stuff you wish you would have taken care of earlier?
The injuries, yeah. I've had, between football and working for the department, I've had 7 surgeries.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, more in football, like I've had my ankle dug into 4 or 5 times, my big toe, both knees from work. We were chasing this dude. After about a 15-minute pursuit, he crashes. He rabbits, of course. And then we're chasing him. It's dark. It's at night. And all of a sudden, he disappears. What the fuck? And me and my partner hauling ass. And by the time it was too late to realize.
Now you disappear.
It was about an 8-foot fucking drop. And so I couldn't stop my big ass. So I went over. My partner did the smart thing. And when he hit, he rolled. I did the old Steve Austin $6 million thing and fucking landed on my feet. As soon as I landed, bow! Yeah. Blew my quad tendon. And oof. So, but yeah, the injuries, still dealing with that. My back's fucked up. I got an MRI tomorrow for my back. That gun belt was 28 pounds. Mine was.
God damn.
So
Damn,
fucking,
that's a lot.
Yeah, so chasing motherfuckers and getting out of the car and doing all that stuff and running through fences and all this stuff.
Plus you got your fucking
your vest
and shit.
Yeah. So I'm still dealing with that. Like I said, I got my MRI for my back tomorrow. So still dealing with that kind of shit. But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, well, if you got a hard out at 2:30, because we still got a couple questions that we want to put just on the Patreon.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll probably. Do you want to answer one of these? Or you want to close it out here and then?
No, let's ask some more.
Cool.
Where did the habit?
I like the last one. That might be a good one.
What football gave you that nothing else ever has?
Or law enforcement.
The ability to carry a gun. No.
Yeah, that still do. Like I said, I was blessed to have brothers, so that was great to hang out with. But they, one's still in town, but the other one's in Colorado. But just having that brotherhood, man.
Yeah, brothers in blue.
Like I said, I was getting texts from guys this morning.
Yeah.
I mean, I think just being part of that, you have your family at home, but you also have that blue family.
Yeah.
Which is cool, and and that's lifelong. The brother, I mean, they'll do anything for you. Like I can call one of these guys, say, hey, I need this, and okay, what else do you need?
Yeah.
Same with me. I mean, even I can't, if they need something from me, they call and ask me for something. Hey, can you go do,
Yeah.
There's
absolutely.
no questions, you do it. I mean, I'm sure that happens with some of your, your guys.
Yeah.
So what I got was a whole different family from the one, I grew up with.
Yeah.
I gained another family, and that they're going to be there for you for whatever.
That's really cool.
And unlike my family, 'cause my wife doesn't tell me a lot unless I really fuck up. Then she'll say something. But these guys, tell you straight to your face.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, you need to fucking, you're doing this, or doing whatever.
You're fucking up.
Yeah. So you have that, which is, which is invaluable. And that's
sure.
pretty cool.
Yeah. I think too, like, family is what you make it. Like, there's plenty of team guys that I know that I really don't want to fucking talk to.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people that I'm really close to now that weren't in the teams that I've become close to because of like shared experiences in other situations. I think that if anybody's listening to this and they weren't military or they weren't law enforcement or they don't have anything like that, but they have but they're wanting something like that, is that you always have the option of creating that.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just went out, like Disney and I were just hanging out at a bar, at Open Bar.
Yeah.
Last weekend.
Yeah.
And I met some really cool people that I'm interested in hanging out with. And we're gonna go out to the desert and just go shooting and fucking camping.
You ain't coming back from the desert.
Yeah, maybe not. I just met him, so we'll see. But I think you always have the option of creating that. I think as long as you're open to it and you create the situations where you can meet people and do those types of things. But I mean, nobody's come knocking on your door and asked to be your friend. Like, you got to put yourself in a situation.
You got to put in some work. Yeah.
What was cool was where that really came home for me was my last day. I didn't know, how many people are going to show up, but it ended up being, guys have been retired, have been on whatever, out of town. But there's over 100 cats that were there. Normally,
that's cool.
Normally, the higher ups, do their thing, which they did at mine.
Yeah.
And then a couple people would talk, the whole thing's over. Dude, we were there for an hour and 40 minutes because every single person talked about a story.
Yeah.
Between them, I'm about to start crying.
Yeah.
But that's where it came home for me, where the family part came into it.
Yeah.
Man, it was crazy. It was cool.
The impact, yeah.
Dude,
just
that's
the,
crazy.
That's so cool.
It was cool. It was about the respect they had for me, to show up. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That means a lot, man.
Yeah, it does. And talking about your whole separate family, that brought it home. So that was pretty
awesome,
cool,
man.
Yeah.
That's really cool to hear.
Yeah, it was cool.
I love it.
And a bunch of the guys were like, dude, that was the best retirement ceremony. Nobody ever talks. So that was cool that everybody did that. I'm like, yeah, dude, don't even start with me.
That's how you know you did it right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. So it was really cool.
Yeah. That's
That was
awesome.
a good time.
That's cool to hear, man.
Yeah, it was good dudes.
Right on. Well, fuck, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, thanks for calling. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got a couple more questions. We got like 10 more minutes before you got 9 more minutes before you got to head out. But
no, yeah, it'll take me 20 minutes to go, but I'm good.
Yeah, we'll do some closeout stuff. That's probably only going to be available on Patreon. I think I got to ask Disney what the whole schedule for the stuff is, but we'll do some questions. We're trying to do some significant stuff on Patreon where we have maybe some, I don't know about deeper, but just a different level of
bigger
stuff on
format.
there. Yeah. But dude, this has been. I've learned a lot from this conversation. It's so cool. I had no idea that the communities were so parallel.
Yeah,
in the experiences.
Especially being with him, I knew it was.
Yeah.
It's been really cool to hear. And thank you for making the time to come out and hang out and just having
I had to clear my schedule to make sure I could make it.
But I mean, a lot of people aren't willing to have like open and honest conversations.
No, this is cool.
Like just shooting the shit, man.
Yeah.
It's really cool to hear it, and thank you for sharing all these stories.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Kevin.
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
And
Cool.
we're done.
We're out.
Yeah.